Wanna be delivered to the I wanna be delivered to the rock. I took a couple L's this week, it's been hard to get out of bed. She never looked that way at me, I swear she's fucking with my head. I took a couple L's this week, it's been hard to get out of bed. She never looked that way at me, I swear she's fucking with my head. Take me far away from pain. Take me far away, far from yesterday. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. Darling, damn, you look beautiful. You're killing my heart, it's the usual. Killing my heart, it's the usual. Time This is how I like it. This is how I like
Been trying to change what I've been trying to say.
you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more?
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. You said I'd fly anyway.
Welcome to the Blitz series tonight. We have a great game. It's going to be O-Block versus Envy. I'm here with Bianca. It's of course me, Spy. And what do you see going into this game, Bianca? I'm seeing a lot of fun games, a lot of fun going into it though.
Ooh, yes. I haven't had the chance to see either of these teams play. I'm not sure if you have Milo, but it seems like both of us are going to be pumped. A great way to start off a Saturday, the first and I believe only stream.
That is true. I did actually see O-Block play in qualifiers. I got to cast them against Mormon. The team I actually casted yesterday, they did lose in the end. They lost 2-1, but they put up a great fight. We're going to look over the divisions quickly to see what division both teams are in and see how they're faring at the moment. Obviously, this is actually both teams' first games. You see Float Tech are in the same with Envy and the Unks most recently losing to Mormon in their first opening bout. And then you look at the other side, you see O-Block in the same group as Mormon, their former team they went up against in qualifiers and lost to. And Mormon, again, getting up to a great start, winning 2-1, I'm pretty sure, so having 2 points in the bag right now. Very close, I think, between both groups. I think either team could top. What outlier do you see between those two groups?
Oh, I'm not too positive. I want to know what you think about who you think might take the crown for tonight's victory in this BO3. Because it seems like you kind of have a little more information about the teams. You might have a little bit more of an educated guess when it comes to thinking who might come out on top.
I'm going to go with Envy just because I feel like the quality and the experience they have on that team is just a little bit more than O-Block do. I think O-Block is a great team. They've got great players like you say, Mike W, Eli, But I would just say, obviously, Eli most recently being freed finally into Blitz. I would say Envy. They've got Kira, who's most formerly of Aerial Arise. And I feel like he could definitely give them that advantage, give them the experience. And I'm pretty sure soon enough, we're actually going to go into map bans though to see where these two teams will have battle on.
We're gonna go to the map bans before we go to the teams? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. My favorite part of tonight. And, oh, there we go. I was gonna say, it seems like we're gonna be going to a border, consulate, and then if we end up going the full 3 maps, we're gonna be going to bank. Oh my god, I actually love this map pool, or like, I guess these maps that we've picked a lot. I feel like we don't really get to see any of these maps, maybe besides from bank. Consulate, they're not too often played.
I'd have to agree with you. Yeah, we did see Consulate yesterday, but Border is definitely one I don't really see much often anymore because it's very natively down to gunfights. You mainly see who has the better mechanics win that gunfights. And Consulate, very defender-sided, we saw it yesterday, came across both were I'm pretty sure both were like 5-1 to 4-2 splits. Bank can go either way. I love that as a decider, as it's very 50-50. And just as you said, now we will be going over the rosters. Team 1 be first here. I'm pretty sure that will be O-Block as the first team starting off as.
Ooh, okay. This is... We got their little quotes right underneath. Seems like Luke says he's a young guap getter. We got Mike W, who's a crypto billionaire. Mr. Rival, who's not the real rival. He's the fake, the doppelganger. And of course, Eli saying, "Not the bio." I love that one so much. And then we have Hitman, he's a unk. He's all.
I love that Hitman also chose Cade, the oldest operator. And we'll go over Envy now as well. Kiro's...
Can we even say that?
I'm not going to say that, for everyone can read it. Everyone can read it. Fens and Alex, Twink 1 and 2, seeing it out here, resisted. He got snaked, obviously formerly of Fluffy Aimers, losing his place to formerly of TSM, Snake himself, teammate of Gasha. And then Clutter, using Gridlock. You can see the word as well, you know what it is. You see the operator as well, you know what it is. Great teams though, you'll see of Kiru and Resisted and Fens, all formerly of tier 2 teams, Resited, sorry. Fluffy Aimers, Fens, Fens was actually Aerialized and Khan & Co. And then Kiru, Aerialized and obviously formerly of Envy that won the Element 2, I'm pretty sure. And now he's back on that roster, back on this org, trying to make another T3 win, make another tournament win for himself, gain a little bit more earnings, and Border will be our first map.
Ooh, okay, this is going to be exciting. You said that you think that Envy are going to take the crown, so I guess I'm going to be here to hope that O-Block will end up taking the win. We'll just go, whichever of us is right is whichever of us ends up being right. But I'm going to be excited to go in for this game. Do you have any, like, kind of predictions on who might top frag? Are there, like, any players that stand out that you're like, oh, they're going to pop off?
I think you got to look at Kiro just because obviously formerly Challenger League winner. I think he's going to be the name most people will remember, most people will look at. Obviously, teammates of current major champion Diffuser winning that series. I think he's probably going to be the top player on that roster and in the entire lobby. So I think that's the name that I can see top fragging so far.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm not too familiar. Well, actually, I'm familiar with quite a lot of these players. I've seen them play all the time. A lot of them have incredible potential. So it's actually amazing that I get to see all these players play in one big game. I feel like this is exciting as ever. Based on Border, I feel like Border is a map where the bans can kind of differentiate, at least when it comes to attacking. I feel like they might be a little bit different. Any predictions on who we might see get taken off the board that kind of might be a little bit like uncommon? Maybe like an Ace. I feel like Ace
could definitely be off the board. I saw some weird bans recently. I saw Vigil ban just to negate the boss G.
The boss G.
I feel like that could be out there. Vigil's played quite a lot on this map as well because of obviously I see Vigil quite a lot on E-Box to just swing out to the you see on the overlay right near, you see the balcony where Vigil just swings out that long hallway, gets that free pick, gets the down using the boss G. I could definitely see a Vigil ban coming out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I like that. Honestly, I feel like the Boss G. I mean, even when I play the game, not even just casting. Actually, the last game that I casted, I think a Vigil ended up getting banned, which I think was hilarious. A Vigil and Dokkaebi, which clearly nobody wants to deal with the Boss G, whether they're defending or attacking. It just seems like nobody wants to get into that. But I guess we will figure out if those odd little bans will come out as we're going to be going. If anything will be like we said. I feel like we're gonna see an ace ban. I don't know. It's like tickling my tummy a little bit. I feel like a Monty and an ace, but we'll see. What do you think, Milo?
I'm going to Monty and Ying, just because I feel like Ying's very prevalent on this map, because it's really easy to take ground with those flashbangs, especially when the defenders you're taking into fully blinded out. Warden could definitely stop that from happening, but I feel like they just want to take the precautions of just making sure, say, if the Ying pushes somewhere the Warden isn't, that's free ground they can just take instantly.
I feel like I haven't seen a Warden get played like in a while, and a Deimos instead is who is going to come off the board. So I was incorrect about the ace, and no Ying. It seems like she's going to be free range for either of these teams. Defensive wise, I feel like an Azami and either a Valk or a Mira, but maybe even we'll see the Vigil come out. It's going to be the Valk.
The Valk, yeah, you predicted it correctly, and I do think you're right with the Azami ban as well. I think Azami very prevalent in this current meta. The best, in my opinion, defender in the current meta as well. I think she's very strong, very creative as well. Allows you to make so many setups with her key barriers. But the castle instead, that is a weird ban. We said, is there going to be one?
I swear, Border always comes out. No, I tell you, every single time I cast on Border, there's always like a kind of bookie band that ends up coming up that is like, oh, that's not too common, but I guess I understand why they're off. But there we go. We got the castle, which castle is extremely, I think, important on almost every single side. He can have a major role on basically any side on this map, especially defending upstairs. Or like when people have to set up upstairs. Sorry, like, you know, maybe they're defending in the washroom, but they have the castle upstairs to kind of lock it down and to kind of slow down the attackers from getting rid of them.
Yeah, we will see, obviously, the teams I'm pretty sure are currently on the wrong way around, sadly enough, but it will actually be Envy on the defending sides first. So we're going to see how they're going to do out with this. I would say this map is more 50-50 to most maps in the current meta, but I want to see how they start off. Obviously, it's going to be their primary bomb site, so you should normally see them winning it out. No, there is a Vigil on the board. Normally, you'd see him playing around E-Box, so I'm going to see where he is actually. Right now, he's in and around on the catwalk area, so he may actually be going for a spawn peek here.
That might be it. He also does have the Boss G, so I'm sure that he's going to be trying to get cheeky with that. As for the attacking lineup, I was going to say, we don't see a Dokkaebi or a Ying, but anyways, we do see a Dokkaebi. She won't be bringing her however, so we'll see how that goes. And Elysian as well. I feel like Elysian is such a great operator. You get to see him too often. I'm glad that we are going to be seeing him. He's going to get played by none other than Clutter. Not going to be playing a fat up, that's for sure. And uh-oh, what happened here?
Looks like we may be getting a rehost here. I don't know what for, as a spawn peak did try to go out from the dock, not going to land. It may be because of the teams being on the wrong side. I don't know. I don't know if we're even going to a break at the moment. We are just looking at the overview. Nothing really happened that early round, but what I did see is Envy really wanted to go for... No, we just had a little minor problem. What I was going to say is Envy really wanted to go for the aggression early, and it has hit them in the back of their head as Hitman gets the opening kill, and Mike W gets the next one.
Beautiful, and damn, it seems like Hitman is going to be going in for some blood, and unfortunately he's going to get swung out by Recited, but a quick refrag is going to come out, and it's going to leave Mr. Alex on a 1v3, but make it a 1v2. Wait, Alex is actually incredible. I remember I casted him one time. He was absolutely on fire. I can 100% see him winning out this 1v3, and oh my god, let him have it. It's going to DB no rival. He's going to make it a 1v3. He's going for that quad. It seems like Bravo's going to start planting that bomb a minute and a half, and it's already gone down to the wire in a 1v1, but to be in a post-plant situation. The Boss G is absolutely ringing in these boys' ears. Can Mr. Table Luke end up winning this out, or is Alex going to be the saving grace of the boys on O Block this round?
Couple of whiff shots though from Luke. Couple of shots from both sides, but it is gonna be Alex with the quad kill to win the round out. And he does a couple of key. He is very insane. You're right. What I want to go back to. Did he drop shot? I swear to God, he drop shotted.
I think
Rival.
he did back in Fountain. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Eli asking why they're not Rios and saying it's still 0-0. This is probably why he was banned, honestly. This is his little complaining. But at the moment, he is free. They're not able to get a kill in this round so far. It's going to be 1-0 for the side of Envy. I'm going to see how they continue going on in this round out. And they will be going to the bathroom tellers as their secondary site option. And Alex, he's going to stick onto that Vigil. Got that beautiful 4K in the first round. Going to see if he can get similar magic out of the second round.
I think Alex ended up winning the most recent like TPL Rush final. I think that's the last time that I casted him. He did absolutely incredible. I'm telling you, if it's anybody to clutch up a situation like that, it would be Alex. And so he does it absolutely beautifully and swiftly. I'm kind of somewhere, but swiftly. I'm surprised that we're not going to be seeing a Mira getting played. Typically, especially if you're going to go to the washroom, there's kind of like this upstairs setup right here in the office where they'll have the Mira playing above, or even just having the Mira down watching that single window in the washroom there. But I guess that won't be the case at all. Maybe because of the fact there's no castle, they decided to scrap that Mira idea regardless, moving into the round. And it seems like the setup for defense isn't all that different than it was from last round.
Yeah, very similar operators. It's more about if they can maybe come away with the opening advantage. Obviously, in the last round, you saw Hitman come out with a really good entry game. He got the opening pick, and then obviously continue going on with that with a 2K. Sadly, they somewhat threw away the round. They had a very strong opening man advantage, but Alex was just too strong. He was able to get that 4K in the round and just completely shut down the round for Envy. I'm going to see if maybe, so far, opening pick has not come out. The aggression a little bit subsided from the side. As I say that, I'm completely shut down. Fens gets one, but instantly refried by Eli. Good refried on the board. Going to see what they're trying to get open right now. They've already got full archives and army control, looking to stamp down onto the players inside a fountain.
Seems like J-Hitman isn't going to be as aggressive as he was the previous round, but I feel like the defensive setup upstairs was basically almost nothing. I don't think you guys saw really anybody kind of roaming around, I guess, other than Mr. Alex himself. So it seems like the roam presence isn't going to be that huge of a thing for the boys on ND this time around. And they are going to drone him out. Eli, though, is going to find that second kill. It is going to to Mr. Clutter and Mike W with another one. Alex Burr still alive, though. We might just see another incredible round, but unfortunately, no. Mike W is going to end it out short, leaving us at a 1v4 about a minute and a half, and Resided is gonna get wall banged. Oh my God, no, never mind, he's not gonna get wall banged. Oh my God, that would have been insane, but instead, taken down by Mr. Table Luke.
It's a good answer back coming out from O-Block. They knew what they had to do. They full-on cut off the roam, or the little roam that actually was established by Envy. It seemed like only 2 players were really on that top floor. All of them had to retreat because he was in a do-or-die situation. He was stuck in that corner. It was a good attempt to try to get away, but then he was completely cut off from the player on that downstairs hold. And we're going to see if they try to reattempt the bomb site. I didn't actually catch what bomb site they were going to, and they will. They will try to reattempt it, and you can see the mirror that you asked for before.
Let's see if they're going to be able to at least come out a little bit more lucky this time around. Last round went quite fast. It ended up being a 1v4, and so seems like they kind of got ran through. This time was a little bit different from last round, as we are going to have the Mira. I guess she is really essential. No Vigil. This time, Alex swapping it out is going to bring home the Vector. Oh, yeah. We'll see if this round they're going to be able to defend a little bit better because, I mean, first round ended up being that 1v3, so it was already not really that close. And then on top of that, this last round ended up being a 1v4. So seems like O-Block are pretty good at being able to kind of limit how many refrags come out in the enemy's favor. We'll see how they plan to attack and how the boys on NB will defend.
Right now, number space established from the attacking team. They've just been able to make sure no spawn peek's been happening, no overly aggression coming out from the side of Envy. But they are established with these mirror windows. Smart Drone coming out looking forward to get the zap on that mirror window as a Twitch drone actually up top in that little light fixture. Mike W also with the floor drones trying to get anything done onto the site. But look at this. A lurk from Luke tabled all the way into Armory. I don't think Envy have any idea he's up this close up into sight. It doesn't matter as Fens actually gets the opening pick onto Eli. A man who's been doing very good work in these opening 2 rounds.
We'll see how cheeky Mr. Table Luke is gonna be. Him and gets actually not just taken down. He's gonna trade with Mr. Fens, and so the boys on Envy still are going to have the man advantage. But Hero seems to also be extremely low. He better be care for us for anything else. Luke is still gonna be over here by the workshop side. There is also a couple of people above, so he's gonna have to be careful not to get dropped on by these hatches. Rival, however, is going to be lurking a little bit. He is very aware that there is going to be a lot of presence above, and there's only one person, and it seems like it's Mr. Luke, who's literally made his way in sight, but quickly taken down by Kiro at 3v1. The boys on Envy will lead.
It's all up to Rival in this 1v3. Hero's at least low, surprising the Table not able to get the kill in the end. He at least has some site control, but it doesn't matter as Kiro did very well to keep site all controlled by himself. Only person on site, Luke, was somehow able to get all the way inside site himself, but wasn't able to take down the sole anchor in the smoke. And now we're going to see Envy take this 2-1 lead. It's been close so far. Obviously, every round been somewhat close. I would say Oblock probably should have the 2-1 lead themselves, especially with the first round going down to the wire, and it will be Envy going back up to the site that went down to that wire. Obviously, they get to go around their full rotation. 3 rounds have been played. We're going to see them go back to their primary bomb site. And every round, in my opinion, has been very close between these 2 teams. I still don't really have a clear dominating team in my mind.
Honestly, I think that Table Luke absolutely got there so fast. It's a little bit disappointing in that he didn't have anybody to kind of help him out. He was kind of just inside, and it was kind of hard to do too much. So hopefully we'll see the boys on Oblock be able to back their boys a little bit better. But only this round will tell. Again, like you said, we're going to be going those... not the 3 sites, sorry. I was wrong. We're not going to be going the 3 sites. We've already made our full 3-round rotation. Now we're going to be back upstairs to the top of it. We've only seen 2 sites. This one, and of course, that bathroom. Alex going back on Vigil. No longer going to be Mira. Of course, I guess they don't need a Mira going upstairs. Like you said, I feel like it's a little bit wobbly on who I think has a clear, decisive lead as of right now. Both teams doing absolutely great.
Yeah, Fence went for that spawn peek early out onto that breakdoor. Not going to land on any players, not even a single tick of damage. Interestingly enough, we are going to see the new operator this season come out from Kiro, the Scopos. A very strong gun in a very good hand. Obviously, that gun basically has 0 recoil. Goes for the swing out on this player on top. These will be Luke Table. Not going to find the pick as Luke plays that very smart, very passive. And he still will be in and around this area. Curious to see if he's just using this operator for the gun, or if he's actually going to be using the operator ability to maybe switch back and forth, play in this death spot, and then as soon as it gets a little bit too hairy, he switches all the way back to site.
I feel like a lot of players do end up playing an operator for the gun more than their ability. I actually did a poll once where I basically had a bunch of people vote. I was like, do you guys use an operator more for their ability or more for their gun? And I think like 70% of people said they use it more for their gun, which is quite a high percentage if I do say so myself. But damn, Mr. Clutter trying to get cheeky. It's unfortunately going to get taken down by Mr. Hitman. Along with that, a lot of frags coming out in favor of the boys on Envy. Making a 3v2 as Eli is going to come up these metal stairs and wreak havoc, taking down Benz before his other teammate is dead. He's going to look for getting a 4-piece, but unfortunately Alex is going to hit him from the back. He's going to drop all the way down and catch him when he least expects it. With that, going to be a very close round, I'm sure, for the boys on Envy. Just kidding, it wasn't really that close. But anyways, Envy take a 2-round lead now, as it is going to be 3-1 in their favor.
We will see the 3rd bomb site finally come out from the side of Envy as well. We will see the ventilation and workshop. The funniest part about that final kill was the fact that Eli, during the prep phase, was trying to get Alex's attention the entire time, and Alex was just ignoring him, saying he had no earnings. And now we're going to see them. It looks like a little rivalry's brewing in this game between Alex and Eli. Curious to see at the moment. Alex is winning it, obviously. Not only down to his team winning in round counts, but due to winning in the 1v1 head-to-head. We're going to see maybe if Oblock and Eli can start mounting a little bit of a comeback here. They are 2 rounds down. Obviously, maybe they could just be a more of a defensive style team, and they still have a chance to come back. They've been doing well in the opening engagement. They've been able to get most of the time the opening pick, that opening advantage. It just feels like Envy then spiral on, use the momentum, use the trades in their advantage, and get it all the way back onto their side.
Yeah, they're honestly really good at being able to get picks without ending up getting killed or punished for it. It also seems like Envy's scoreboard is a lot more evened out than the boys on Block, but then again, it is just the beginning of the game. This is the first time we're going to be seeing that Vent and Workshop site get played, because the previous rounds, Envy ended up going to the bathroom and tellers, I believe is what it's called. So this is going to be the first time that we're going to be seeing them drop down over here. Let's see if the boys on Oblique are going to be able to catch them off guard, knowing that this is going to be their first time defending it, along with their attacking it, I should say. But on top of that, though, like I said, this will also be their first time attacking it. So I guess they're going to be a little bit new to what the boys on Envy can bring this round.
You're going to see it going to be an armory extension. Obviously, this is what you need to take as an attacker to make sure you can then take into sight for free. Alex taking a lot of damage. Eli all the way into sight, but Kiro still going to be the man to stop it. Mike W getting the plant down with a blitz shield on his back. It's all about maybe if they can stop this plant from going down. It doesn't look like they're going to. Plant is fully down from the attackers, but there's going to be a refrag at least. Hitman gets Fenzo before Alex player gets Rival, and now he's trying to take down this blitz. Look, Mike W gets one, gets two! Beautiful blitz play, and gets a third! A triple kill from Mike W onto the shield, and now all this stuff is going to be Cotter on the Legion, and he gets the 4K on the round. Wonderful shield play. Spirits would be proud.
Oh my gosh, Mike W, bro, Mike W just, I don't even know what that was, but perfect way. I mean, Envy, the first time they're defending that site, and the boys on Oblak, the first time they're attacking, take that to their advantage and absolutely surprise their opponents, catch them completely off guard, even caught me off guard. Oh my god, though, I gotta say, Mike W, an absolute hitter when it comes to that pistol, just absolutely pistol whipped everybody. Get the 4-piece, and he got that plant down as well. His econ is absolutely incredible. We're gonna be seeing the boys on Envy for their final defensive round go back down to the bathroom and tellers. This is something that's a little bit more familiar for them, and honestly, I wouldn't want to go back down to Vent and Workshop after having to see that.
Yeah, it was a smart idea, though, very strong from the side of Oblak to go for that quick play. They realized there wasn't much offense on site. Honestly, Eli dying early looked like a bad idea, but the fact that all the attention, they got kind of scared and they kind of got bewildered. The fact that Eli was just able to get in there so quickly, he was kind of distracted. As soon as Eli was able to take so much ground, all the defense focused on him. They then completely forgot the other side that allowed the rush to be completely accomplished. I'm honestly surprised Mike W was able to survive, though, for that long, especially with the fact there was so many C4s on the board for the side that none of them flew out to maybe stop the plant from going down. It just didn't know that they even knew it was going down, and then it allowed Mike W to get the 4K on the round on the shield that ended the round in style for Oblock.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's exactly it. The amount of shots that were being fired and just everything going on, I think that the sound was basically the real villain in that round. But anyways, I digress. Moving forward, Eli's gonna get the opening pick onto none other than Fens, and with that Recited also going down, they are aware that he is down. They heard his big body clunk to the floor, and with that, it seems like Eli's also gonna get punished for that. A 2v4 now in favor of the boys on Oblak. This might just leave us at 3-3. We'll see how well they're able to maintain this lead, or the boys on Envy are going to be able to get cheeky.
A wonderful cut-off by Hitman onto Kiro, looking for that aggression. Clutter is left alive, no kills on his name. Rival was like that before this round started, but he's able to get 2, and then Hitman stops Clutter. He's 0-6 for this half, but as a whole, as their team is 3-3. It looked like maybe the half was getting a little bit away from Oblock, but somehow able to completely pull it back. It just seemed like a little bit of over-aggression. Envy tried to put it into the face of Oblock, but Oblock just put it right back, able to win those frags, win those 1v1 gunfights. And the trades were also there that time round. You saw that as soon as Eli went down, Rival had his back, instantly taking out the player that took him down. Beautiful team play. It looks like, for me, it looked like as soon as Oblock found one space they wanted to take, they pushed it instantly as a full 5, and Envy didn't really have a counter or an answer to what they were doing.
Absolutely not. They were definitely playing like a team that round. Well done to Oblak for bringing the score to an even 3-3. That's what you like to see on Split. And so with that, now this will be the first time we're going to be watching Envy attack, and the first time we're going to be watching Oblak defend. Let's see if any of their counterparts to what they're doing are going to be any stronger than what they were doing previously. I hope that these rounds are going to be getting down to the wire just like they were before the halftime came around. As for the defensive setup, the mirror is going to be played above on this third floor, which we did not see the boys on Envy bring at all. So Oblak seems to have Mira tucked in their pocket. Definitely a part of their game-winning strategy.
The thing I'm looking at as well, the drone economy very strong coming out from Envy, only losing 2 drones in the prep phase, one of them definitely down to just sacking a drone to find the bomb, but this is like a very early aggression play from YW, and he gets the kill! Fens, no idea, no one watching that east side for the run-out, a very default run-out as well, so I'm surprised a team as experienced as Envy don't have anyone maybe looking out for. Also an interesting mirror by Hitman on that main breach. You see it a lot in ranked, but are taking a lot of damage and going down. I don't know where from though. So I don't know if he's maybe available to be picked up, but that would make him go down 0-6 in this game so far. Be very brutal for his side. But Rosited also going down to Hitman now in this 5v2 practically, unless Clutter can be picked up. It looks like he is outside, yeah, so he can be picked up, so it is going to be a 5v3. But a great aggression, early aggression coming out from Oblak that Envy just weren't ready for. And again, Rival takes down another player and looking to maybe get one more, not going to find it though.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, damn, he's really hungry for them kills, even so far as to run right out. Mike W getting a beautiful kill onto Alex. That headshot is gonna give him a migraine for the rest of the night. It's up to Miss his first kill in the round 7 in. Unfortunately, no, Mike W is going to let the MP7 ring in his ear, and that's going to be unfortunate for the boys on Envy, as the boys on Oblak will finally take the lead after the halftime, looking at a very pretty 4-3.
4-3 up for Oblak. I think that was very great systematic aggression. They knew when to run out. You saw that the player that died first was so distracted by the spawn peak on break door, he didn't even think about someone running out of east. It was just aggression as a team. You saw even the Miranda on main, but just made for aggression. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to get into the face of Envy, make them feel uncomfortable, and just make them not feel like they could get into the building. And I don't think a single player of Envy made it into the building.
That is amazing teamwork from the boys on Oblak. Their defense seems to be extremely just extreme night and day from their offensive. I gotta say, this is a lot more compact. This is a lot more team-based. This is great, amazing. I like to see that, and I think you're right. I don't think anybody except for like maybe one person, I don't even think so, ended up making their way into the building. I don't even think they ended up getting a wall open or nothing. The defense that the boys on Oblak have is absolutely locked and loaded. We'll see if this round is going to be any different, or if Envy are going to lock in and start to adapt to Oblak's aggressive play style.
Mike W right now as well on the side of Oblak, 11-3. He has really been the man in the server to start shooting. Alex as well, 9-5, not far behind. They're the two players that are really popping off in the server in this current moment. But right now, Envy, they still have not really gotten a foothold on attack inside any part of the building. Curious to see where they're starting to maybe set up this attack, set up this execute, as it looks like they're wanting to go through break, through CC, and maybe just pinch them out through army to try and get this fountain in control. But there you go, Alex goes down to Rival, no idea where he was. He at least was able to get inside the building this time, but instantly taken out, and that's another first pick for Oblak.
And that's not going to be too positive either. That's the Bug, who could be great for making Vert, especially over by Workshop. Unfortunately, he is going to be done and dusted. And mind you, Alex, who ended up getting a 4-piece the first round, has left these last couple rounds with nothing but just 5 kills, which, I mean, isn't horrible. Like you said, he's the big heavy hitter for the boys on Envy, but his team's got to start working out, or he's got to start getting a couple picks himself. Kiro to take one is going to get instantly refragged, and then on top of that, Rival also taken down. A 3v, oh my gosh, a 3v3 turns to a 3v2. Collector is gonna take down one. Finally, after 8 rounds, we will get a pick amazing job. And with that, he seals his boys on Envy with a 1-man lead. They are aware that somebody is going to be by these, I believe that's these top these stairs. And so we'll see if he's going to get fished out. It seems like he does. Mr. Table Luke is going to be taken down. Hitman left in a 1v3. He's going to take down one, and damn, headshot for the other. That's going to be fends off the board. And with that, oh my God, making a 3-piece. Hitman absolutely on fire. An amazing round. Can you believe that the disadvantage the boys on Oblog had is absolutely gone, and over a 2-round lead now, and that is just absolutely electric.
A similar hero play to what Alex actually did in the opening defense round for Envy. But I credited their drone discipline in the first attacking round. They had the same on the second attacking round for Envy. It's about how you use those drones, though. It didn't seem like they had maybe the drone inside her office to realize he's tucked on this radio window, which is weird to say because I'm pretty sure Alex tried that same rat play on their defense. So it just feels like maybe poor game sense and poor intel management, because he was able to rat inside office the entire round. They never pushed him out, they never checked for him, they never looked for him. And that's when you're in that 3v1, you reset, you get the drones out, you figure out where he is, but they didn't. They walked aimlessly into office, fed him 2 freebies, and then he's able to flick, get the final kill with a beautiful shot, and it's now 5-3. I'm pretty sure it's Envy's first time, Oblog's first time getting a 2-round advantage.
I think it's just their first time having the lead in general. That last round, not the last round, but the last round before the last round, solidified their first time this match having the advantage, having the lead, and now making a 2-round lead is going to have them sit quite nicely. We're going to be seeing the Capcan getting taken up for the first time, which absolutely makes me so happy. I love playing Capcan, especially on border, because I feel like the Capcans almost blend in with the map a little bit, so a little bit harder to see. We'll see who's also going to end up getting the first pick, as Luke seems to be a little bit aggressive over by this door. We'll see if he ends up biting the dust or if...
Yeah, I was going to say, Luke hasn't actually had as much impact as I thought he did. Him and Carter both actually only have 1 kill apiece in this current moment in time, so they're not doing the best, but as a team, I think so far, Oblock have been doing just a lot better, and I think that has been down to Luke. Currently on the Malusi, surprisingly, still has a Mel in pocket, and it looks like it's going to be a similar rush coming out for the side of Envy as Oblock did, and nothing's there to stop it. The front will be going down, and Recited, Hero, and Alex all getting a kill each, looking to maybe slowly get themselves back into this advantage. It's now all up to Rival and Hitman in this 2v5. Hitman has been perfect in this game so far, but even him, this is going to be a tough challenge. Rival looking like he may have a chance to maybe get into sight, maybe go for this defuse. There's a player on his window to stop him, and it will be Alex to get the final kill in this round out, and the 4th round on the board for Envy.
Damn, this is literally the definition of if you can't beat them, join them. Envy taking a direct page out of Oblock's book is going to get that fast rush. And I mean, that glass play was absolutely smart as hell. I loved that. And so it seems like, just like how Envy was like, we're not going to be going back then in workshops. That was absolutely shambolic. The boys on Oblock are going to swiftly avoid that as well. They're not going to bother going back there. Anyways, that is also the full 3-round rotation, so it will not matter either way. With that, we're back upstairs where they had a lot better luck, but again, Alex is going to be on the glass. We will see how lucky ends up getting this round and how aggressive Oblock will be, because previously when they defended this the first time, they were absolutely aggressive, so aggressive that Envy couldn't even make their way into the building.
Yeah, it's going to seem like maybe similar aggression, seeing the same mirror on that outside breach. The curious part is, obviously, yes, Envy were able to win the tertiary site, but that won't matter if they can't win one of these primary or secondary bomb sites, because if Oblock now win their same primary, their same secondary bomb sites at the same time they did on their first site rotation, they then take the victory. They then take the 7-4 win. It's all about if Envy can win another bomb site, and they're going to have to do it twice over, because they need at least 2 rounds to take it to overtime to stop Oblock from taking this victory this far out. This is a very important round, because if Envy get it, they're all tied up. But then if Oblock get it, it's match point. They have 2 chances then to win the game out. And it's going to be very hard, but look at this. A very early look inside a custom, so it's looking to me that they've already at least got some control into the map. I don't think the O-Block will know about it, but they do. Early down onto Alex, but he won't be able to finish it off as there's a trade beautifully out by Fens.
Oh my gosh, there we go. The Dogobe's going to end up getting picked up, and I think Luke is probably all by himself, so it's going to be a lot harder for him to end up getting his teammate. Unfortunately, Alex, they just about miss getting him revived, and with that, there we go. Luke is going to unfortunately hit the ground. Rosetta will take him down. Mr. Mike W will end up getting a pick onto Fens. We're going to have two extremely low operators on either side. We're going to have Alex at 20, and we're going to have Mr. Mike, who's actually going to be dead. But a refrag comes out. Beautifully done. We're back to an even playing field at a 3v3 with just about 2 minutes remaining. Shots might get fired. Somebody's head might just come off if they're not careful. Ooh, that's a shotgun to the chest.
Yeah, beautiful play from Rival, using the information that Eli was getting, that the player was outside on that break door. You're not winning against a shotgun in that situation. Rosita now left in this 1v3 against Rival, Eli, and Hitman. Beautiful team play coming again out from O-Block, and again, it's this aggression early on. You saw the Malusi try to take the gunfight. Yes, they lost it, but then instantly the teammate helped Matt get the trade. It looked like maybe Envy had the advantage going into that man deficit for O-Block. But somehow they're just able to get these trades back, and it's just beautiful team play now. At least Rosita gets one. It's now this 1v2 possible, as is Ace giving them 1v1 separate gunfights right now. Rival all in his own. Hitman not really in a position to trade still. Rival at least has the shotgun close doors, but doesn't matter. Hitman flanks around the Nightly hallway and gets the frag out. It's now a match point situation for O-Block as Envy have to battle it back.
Oh my, oh me, oh my. O-Block with their defense is absolutely incredible. And maybe it's also because of the fact that their last two offensive rounds they ended up winning. It's kind of like a snowball. It just carries on into the next half. But I mean, I feel like their defense is a lot more solid. It's a lot more well put together. And they know when to be aggro and when to hold back. Not only that, but the refrags are amazing. They get a kill or they get killed and they instantly get a refrag in favor of it, which I think is great. Table Luke going down early and then having Envy pick up their teammate and having them at that deficit didn't last for too long because somebody was there to kind of get aggro to try and catch Envy off guard. I like that, and I like how they kind of pick and choose when they need to be defensive and when they just are like, look, we got to get a kill, we got to even out this man count. So with that, this might just be the possible final defensive round. In the final round in map 1, if the boys on O-Block can walk away with this win, they are going to be going down to the path and Tellers, which was a lot better, like I said, than when they ended up going Vent and Workshop.
Yeah, it came somewhat close. They were able to at least get some foothold on the map. It's all a question about how they somehow just make sure they don't allow these trades to come out. They need to somehow pick and choose their gunfights. Obviously, it came down to the 3v1 the last time they attacked this bomb site. Hitman having a beautiful 1v3. It's all about maybe not allowing that to happen. They had a great early round, just stop the hero plays from coming out for the side of O-Block. I'd say still in the realm of possibility. Envy can definitely still get this done, still take this to overtime, but it's definitely going to be a hard task. Because O-Block, they've been here before. They know what they did wrong themselves on this map, on this site at least. Can they fix it?
Yeah, I feel like if the boys on O-Block do end up losing this round, it'll be a lot easier for Envy to win it out. But we will see, because O-Block was not horrible when they were defending here the first time as well. And it seems like Smoke is already going, or not Smoke, sorry, the Mute is going to already be yellow pinged on a drone. I'm not sure if he's aware, but he might just get in a bad situation if he's not careful, having everybody on Envy, or not everybody, but a couple of people on Envy closing in on him, trying to close the gap. With that, Mr. Luke is going to get taken down first by none other than Recited, but a refrag will come out. Well, not necessarily refrag, but Kiru taken down and down. We're going to put another one into the pocket of the boys on O-Block as Rival takes down one, but an instant refrag coming as Alex will make the playing field an even 3v3. They still have the bomb in hand as well, but damn, Fens unfortunately is going to take down Eli, and that's going to be a 3v2. Not only that, but Iano holding this amazing angle out by the window. It's going to be extremely strong, especially if the boys on O-Block do end up having to defuse this bomb. With that, post plant situation, and we are going to be left in a 3v2. Doc is aware of one. He's going to take down Mr. Clutter. Does he know there is going to be somebody outside of that window and somebody also in Workshop swinging now? Alex is going to take him down. It's a 2v1 now up to Mr. Hitman, the man of the match so far, 14-4. Sees Alex, can he connect? I don't think so, but he does end up doing so, taking him down. It's a 1v1, but with 14 seconds remaining, unfortunately, not much can be done. Fent finishing off the round. The boys on Envy are one step closer to bringing themselves over to OT.
I like the difference they had between the first time they attacked that round and the time they attacked it this time round. First time round, they went to try to take the upstairs control. They tried to take all the vertical control, but that was the problem. That's where the main setup from O-Block was, and they fell right into the trap of giving them the 1v1 picks. But there, they knew where it was weaker. They just went for a horizontal take, realized there's only 2 players really stopping them. It came close. It definitely came close where the mute was able to get a double kill, but in the end, just too much power for the attacking side, too much drones, too much information, really allowed them to just take control, take the map, take the plant, take the site, and then the post-plant was even stronger. Yes, Hitman nearly did what he did on the round previously, defending that site, nearly got that 1v3 into his advantage, but just too much to ask for from a single lesion, and in the end, Envy are now 1 round away from taking this all the way to OT.
We'll see, and of course, O-Block absolutely going to avoid going that tertiary site. We're going to be back up. I'm surprised. I think that they ended up bringing a Mira the first time around. I could be very wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the first round when they defended upstairs. Not seeing a Mira, but it doesn't necessarily matter. We will be seeing who I had mentioned previously is this Capcan. I like seeing the Capcan, like I said, kind of blends in. And honestly, I feel like I bring Capcan almost every single time that I'm defending on border. But anyways, that's just a whole separate thing. Like I said, Envy 1 run away from bringing us to OT. Can the boys on O-Blocks close this out? I'm sure they do not want to play this map any longer than needs to be done. Mike, of course, going to be upstairs roaming a tad bit. A couple of other people are also going to be kind of roaming a little bit. And a 4v4 as Mike takes down one, but Kiru to take down Eli. And we're back to an even playing field, but oh my god, Hitman better be careful as Alex is absolutely out for blood. A vampire smelling his prey. He's gonna get completely healed up by none other than Mr. Doc. The backup, the prince has come to save the day. The knight in shining armor. We'll see how long that lasts.
Sifa goes out, doesn't land onto the player Fens, and he gets the Doc himself as well, so no more heals going to be on the favor of the side for O-Block, and now the drones are coming out, realizes that Moyu is so close up to us. All 4 players from the side of Envy looking to take this vertical control this time around, and Kiro gets the next pick. They know that the players inside a custom. Hitman's now also down, and Luke, the final finisher off. A 4v1 advantage collapsed on by the side of Envy, and they take it all the way to OT, as now O-Block, they had such a great advantage going in, have to battle it back, and it's looking really bad, as also with the fact that Envy get the defender side. It's been 3-3 splits both times round, so it doesn't really matter. But right now, it's looking very close between these 2 teams, and anyone can take it. You see the teams right now. Envy have 3 top fraggers, where you have like people above double digits. Only 2 on the side of O-Block. It seems like it's more. It seems like Envy should really have a more dominant display, seeing how many kills they've gotten. But I would say it's very been 50-50 this entire game.
Yeah, a lot of these rounds either come down to the wire or it's just a clean sweep. So we will see how far that's going to bring them. What I am noticing is that the boys on Envy are finally bringing Amira as they defend on the top floor. I don't believe that they brought Amira at all when they were defending on this third floor side. I guess the top floor, you could say. I call it. No, it's not a 3rd floor. It is only 2. It is only 2 floors. Anyways, the top floor. We're going to be here for the first time. We'll see if the boys on Envy are going to do a lot better having her, or if they're going to fall flat on their face. But as this round begins, I see Mike on Ash. I feel like this could be great, because I feel like Mike is just an absolutely aggressive type of player, but not only that, great for getting rid of those Miras as well. We'll see if that's exactly what they're going to be used for. But as I'm speaking about Mike W, unfortunately, I just cursed him, Alex, to take him down, and that's going to be a heavy hitter, especially the fact that the boys on Envy will have a Mira. It's going to be a lot harder to get rid of those black mirrors.
I think one actually just went down as you were saying. I think Hitman actually got it down with one of his Tristrans, so there's already one mirror down at least, and this brother going to get so much utility from just hacking it out. I was going to say, I really want to see this round, or maybe at least when it goes, say it goes 7-7, I want to see it come down to a 1v1 between Luke and Clutter at the moment, because they're the two players that haven't been doing the best right now in the server.
Oh my god!
I just... Yeah,
Milo, no. Let me tell you something. You ever watch Death Note and you see the opening scene where Light and L are like on top of the roofs and it pans around them? I saw the funniest video where it was like when it's a 1v1 with the two bottom frags to see who's the actual worst in the lobby.
That would, yeah, if that happens, that would basically be this game. A great analogy. And right now, it's all gone the side of Envy, though. It's now a 5v2. Mike, Rival, and Eli all going down. Hitman is at least still up on the board, being that 15-6 player. But he's got it all to do for himself. Luke is also still alive. Not to discredit him, he's a great player in his own right. But right now, he just hasn't really shown up to this game. He's not having his best game that he's ever had, but he still can definitely get some kills coming out, and it looks like he's about to get a second onto the Melusi. He does, he gets his second. He's now doing better than Clutter, who also is actually the one that died to Luke.
Great. Oh my god, I guess we know who really is the worst in the lobby, but we also know who's gonna be dominated in this lobby. Alex, to get that final kill onto none other than Mr. Table Luke, the console goat, and with that, here we go. Envy, who had a 2-round deficit, is gonna now have a 1-round lead. They're bringing us to OT match point. Ooh, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like it's probably going to be in the favor of Envy. They've got the momentum on their side from winning those 2 rounds of attack on a row and now one on defense. Yes, they have not been able to crack this primary bomb site from the side of Odlock. They've been very strong on the site. It's been lights out for them. But I could definitely see with the momentum on their side, it could definitely be possible for them to just somehow make a way to just get inside the building, make a nuisance, and win this round out. But again, I want it to go 7-7. I want to see more siege. I want to see more rounds coming out. So honestly, yeah, I'll go 7-7 right now. I feel like I can go there.
Oh my gosh, you are just like me for real. I would love to see this go the full 15 rounds. That's a girl's true dream. And with that, I think this is Oblock's this is their strongest site. They've never lost defending up here. So if the pattern continues, then they should end up winning this out. We'll see, because at least previously, I mean, we already know when they ended up going Venom Workshop how horrible and shambolic that went, and then their last 2 previous rounds in the bathroom were just not really it at all. So we'll see if the pattern will continue and they end up winning this 3rd floor or this top floor. Otherwise, well, it looks like we're gonna be going map 2, so hopefully they can at least bring us the full way.
Obviously, yeah, second map gonna be being Consulate. A very strong map for either teams, really. But right now, they've already got top east control, and Kiro gets the opening pick onto Hitman. Never a guy you want to see going down, and Fens gets the next onto Eli. He's all the way down on 1 HP. Fens somehow staying alive all the way down. 1 HP on a dream currently. And Eli also complaining right now in the chat, being how much health you want? 1. Literally 1. But right now, they've got it all to set up now. You see this time, they're slowing down, getting the drones, like trying to figure out, hey, where are these final 3 remaining players? Putting the claimers down, they can't flank. But aggression coming out, Kiro goes down to the player in this main area, and Rival does also finish him off. And Luke gets one back as well onto Fens. It's now all the way back into this 3v3. It's not over yet, but Alex gets it onto Luke in this 3v2. Every pick going back and forth, back and forth. Rival gets one, Recited gets one. Mike W in the 1v2. How will this end out?
Nah. No! Oh my god! Oh my god, Mike W is alive. Low-key, they might just win this. That's gonna be unfortunate as they don't. And oh my god, the 2-round advantage that they end up having was all in vain as they end up losing map 1. No! No! Oh my god, I was already rooting for Oblock to win. But oh my god, when they ended up getting that 2-round lead, I was like, yeah! I was like, oh my god, let's go. And then they lost. But it's only one round, or it's only one map, so it's okay.
You said his name in the pregame as well. Alex popped off
Alex is amazing.
massively. 17 kills in that map. Let's see if we can translate it though to the next map as well. We do have Consulate coming up. It generally still could be anyone's game though. That map, so close. It came down to minor details after minor details, clutches after clutches. You imagine maybe if Alex doesn't clutch that 1v2 in round 1, maybe it goes the other way. Or if Mike W doesn't clutch that round, 3v1, maybe it goes the other way. Always count to us minimalistic details, but we will be going on to this short break before map 2, but don't go anywhere. Action is still yet to come.
Woo!
change what I've been trying to say. Words don't come straight from my head to my mouth. It's such a shame that it fell out of place. Was never me that was bringing you down. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more?
Welcome back to Envy versus Oblock. Oblock just losing their own map pick out 8-6 all the way to overtime. We're going to be moving to Conch. But before we start, I do have something to say. I'm switching allegiance. I'm going for Oblock because I've got to vote for my boy. I've got to vote for my boy. Free Eli. We got to go for it. We have to go for it. Plus, if they win, map free. So, you know.
And of course, I'm still going to be on Oblock's team because we got Mr. Table Luke, the console player. Anytime there's a console player, I'm here to support my boys. And so that is what I'll be doing. I'm so sorry to the boys on Envy, but the casters are swapping sides for the night. Maybe prove us wrong and show why you're the better team like you did on Border. We'll see how Consulate turns out, as that will be map 2.
Obviously, Consulate being their map pick, they probably will be starting on the attack, so Oblock will have such a great advantage going into this game, getting that defender half, because Consulate very much different from Border, not being that more 50-50 kind of map. It's definitely very favored to the defense. You will see a lot of teams running away with maybe a 5-1, 4-2 split coming away, and I feel like Oblock could definitely do that. But Envy, they did look really strong on their attacks coming into the latter half of their attacks on Border. They won 3 in a row, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, well, it's Oblock to be fair. It is Free Eli in Spirit, but I'm pretty sure both splits were 3-3, but I think they had, it may have been a 2-1, I'm pretty sure maybe a 2-round advantage, and then they won 2 attacks in a row on the latter half, because I think they won Bathroom twice in a row. We will see Ying being the first band out here for the side of Oblock, and Monty will follow suit. So this time we're not going to see that. What was banned before? What was the attacker band? It wasn't. I cannot. This is why you're the professional here. You have great memory, unlike me. They must have shut a weird. Maybe because it was so weird. We will see Monty, Fenrir, and Valkyrie banned out. Ying obviously was banned out. Deimos was banned in the last map, not Ying. But we're going to see no Castle ban this time around. Castle was banned out last time. It was a weird ban. Like, you don't normally see Castle banned out. I don't know how much it affected. I don't know. Maybe they knew there was some Castle threats going to be coming out from Oblock.
I'm back.
Obviously, currently
Send me
in
back,
the
please.
map victory. Alex looking for a pause already. The pause will not be coming out, so we will be going into this round out. Alex saying, never mind, they didn't really need it anyway. And they're going to be defending this top floor on the normal primary bomb site.
Okay, I'm back. And I think standard, right? Going that top floor. I want to ask you one question because I ended up playing with one of my PC friends one time. He was on console. That little room right there with that single wall, is that called coffin? The one that leads to
Which side?
outside. Literally right, we're looking at it right now with the one that leads to that outside. That
No,
little
that's
single
pro.
window.
That's pro.
So what's
Coffin
coffin?
Coffin is next to Visa Stairs. It's the
Oh, it's
left
that
of
little-
Visa Stairs. That's
Wait,
Coffin.
is it like right in sight, like right there? Or
No, so okay, so you see
oh, wait, is it on the
It's hard
right
to
side?
it's on the left side now. It's on the left side now next to Visa Stairs. Literally, we're looking at it now. It's the middle room there.
Ah, okay. I'm thankfully you.
It's where the
that you-
reinforced walls are, yeah. It's where the reinforced walls are right now. See the
That's
reinforced walls?
called
That's Coffin.
Oh,
Hero gets the opening pick onto Mike W, the main star from that last round, and the Azami, a very poor pick for Oblock to give it away, especially with the fact that those Kiba barriers, they obviously come back overrun. They duration overrun, give you lows, and lows. I mean, it was like 7 or 6 maybe you get, and now they have the advantage going into this attacking side, seeing how they can now get this man count to start using that as an execute. But they're gonna have to go for this admin side over and have to clear this vending hallway and the vending position if anyone from O-Block is actually playing there.
Let's see if Alex is gonna be as strong as he was last round. Mr. Rival is gonna take down Recited, and I want to see, of course, like I said, Alex is gonna be on that Deimos. He's over by admin, and with that, unfortunately, Eli is gonna take him down. That's gonna be 1 kill under his belt, and with that, the boys on O-Block are going to have a one-man advantage. We'll see how long it lasts as we're about to approach about a minute and a half remaining in the round.
Yeah, Eli powering up in this round so far, getting the first kill, getting the pick back. And now in this 3v4, it didn't really matter that they got the opening pick. It's just so hard to fight this corridor. There are so many places that you can be swung from while trying to get this vending control. And here's another one. But Eli's shotgun not going to be preyed upon enough as the M590 not giving him that pick back. And now they sit back up. But Fens takes down Clutter. A little bit of a miss by the team kill. Not as many this time out as I saw in the last game that was streamed the last game that was streamed, obviously between Mormon. But Hitman gets Kira down and then gets Fens. It will now be the opening round win for O-Block on their primary bomb site. Something you really expect to see, especially on Consular.
And that's going to be unfortunate. Maybe he doesn't have outlines on or gamer tags, you know. And they didn't have outlines or names on it. I didn't bother. I was like, oh, whatever. I'm not gonna change it. Oh my god! I ended up flicking to one of my friends and ended up killing them. It was they were literally bugged, and we were attacking, and he was literally bugged, sat in a corner watching an angle, and I literally flicked to his head, and I felt so bad, all because he didn't have outlines or names on his account. But anyways, a misinput is a misinput. The boys on O-Block are going to secure their first round, and with that, of course, they're going to be bringing us down to, I would say, the second most common site on console, which will be this basement. We're going to be having that vigil, but not a Boss G, which is kind of interesting. It's also kind of interesting that we're going to be seeing Luke on it, as Luke was a little bit lackluster last game. Maybe being on a vigil, look a bit of a roaming op, he will start to provide for the team a little bit more. At least more than last game.
I'd say the Boss G, its main strength is going to be holding angles. Whenever you see the K1A or the Kia come out, it's more likely seen that you want to be aggressive, you want to swing out more. Because I'd say the Boss G is very weak when you're going for a swing, as you miss that gunfight when swinging, you lose the gunfight. He runs out and it's an easy pick for Kiro. Luke just looking the wrong way entirely, and he's just going to be a free pick for the side. Again, Envy getting that man advantage early on, and they also know about this Capcan. This could be a free pick. Flash comes out, Rival completely blinded, but somehow getting away with his life and getting the pick onto Alex. As now we see again, somehow O-Block have been able to again lose the man advantage very early on through probably down to someone failing a spawn pick, but they then get 2 picks. No reply. Reside and Alex both on 0 and 2 so far in this game. Early doors, but they have shown up a little bit weaker than they did in the last game.
Yeah, maybe they're on a little bit of a stinker because last game they tried everything, but we'll see. Maybe the defensive consulate is absolutely just it's a lot more powerful than the offense, but damn, Kiru is gonna take down Mr. Rival. I feel like Consulate is more of a defender-sided map anyways, and oh my god, sitting at the top of the stairs seems to be none other than Eli, I believe. I hope so. It looks like that's the outline of a Malusi. Kiru, absolutely, I'm sure is aware that she is here, at least in the area, but it seems like it's not just gonna, actually, never mind, it's not just gonna be the Malusi, it's gonna be the Legion as well, and a shotgun is gonna leave Kiru dead. And with that, Mike, to finish off the round, the boys on O-Block. I'm not sure if the boys on O-Block are looking extremely strong or if the boys on Envy are just looking really weak compared to what that they were last game.
I'd say it is a mixture of O-Block looking strong and just the nature of the map. The map is, I'm pretty sure currently, is the most defender-sided map in the current comp pool, so it's not surprising seeing O-Block getting this early advantage. It's more now if Envy can crack the tertiary bomb site. This is the easiest site they're going to get. The top floor, basically impossible to attack. Not saying you can't, but it's really hard when the control you have to take is that admin corridor or the vending corridor, and it's basically impossible with the amount of angles you can be swung from. The piano's a lot easier. You can take top floor control and you can take basement control to start and execute on. But right now, I'd say in that last round, I don't know if he knew it, but Hitman got such a strong pick in that round. He got the final pick, but he also got the C4 kill onto the Thermite, which then allowed him to play in sight for completely free. He had no worries of that main breach being open at all. I don't know if he knew it was the Thermite, but he got a beautiful C4 to take him out.
We'll see if this round the boys on Envy are going to play any better than these previous rounds, because it hasn't been too good. And I see an Ella, oh my god, I see an Ella and I kind of get a little bit scared. Ellas are absolutely annoying. Not only that, but having a Legion as well. Imagine having a Legion mine and an Ella mine inside you. That would not be fun, especially if they're going off simultaneously. We'll see Alex already, though, on an early rappel, kind of trying to get a little bit aggro. I hope to see and pop off this round, especially because Envy haven't been doing too good these last two rounds. Hopefully, this little bit of a stinker will come to an end. Kiru being very cheeky at the bottom floor. We'll see if he's able to catch anybody off guard, but I didn't really think that I saw anybody playing at the bottom floor at all.
No one currently on the basement for the side of O-Block. You gotta say, Envy have been very strong on this opening pick game so far. They've gotten both opening picks, but somehow O-Block have then instantly been able to reply without any member of Envy then getting the refrag back on. It's now about if O-Block can just stay a little bit more passive, not give away that opening pick, and Eli using those key bags to good effect, making sure no one can push through that door or give him the early aggression. But Luke, playing behind this vending machine, it's more about if Envy know he's there. The drones are going out, yes they do, and now he's able to get away at least, but that is some drone expenditure gone. Somehow Eli's able to get away from that corner, put the key barricade back up, swing comes out, Rival losing it, and now Eli looking for another swing himself. Not gonna find it, but Carter not finding it even. No, Eli does find it again. Similar seems to the last two rounds. Envy get the opening pick, but then two answer back from O-Block. But now Fens gets two freebies onto Hitman and Eli. It's all up to Luke and Mike W in this 2v2 to stop Resighted and Fens. They finally get the top floor control, but at what cost?
Ironically enough, Clutter is doing good in these last three rounds than he has the entire of last game, but regardless, Fens is going to trade with Mr. Mike W, leaving not only Luke, but Recited both in a 1v1 situation against each other. We'll see who will end up as the clear victor. We already saw Luke last game. It wasn't too hot. We'll see if this is going to be his redemption arc. Recited, and then both having 0 kills. Coming down these yellow stairs, unfortunately, Luke is going to be the man to put the final bullet into Recited. And with that, the third round, O-Block, no matter what gets thrown at them, seem to just come out on top every time. And with that, have already sustained a 3-0 lead. But then again, like we said, it is Consulate, which, at least in my opinion, I feel like Consulate is very defender-sided. I would say, like, almost to the levels of Skyscraper.
I think it's actually currently past Skyscraper in the current map, where I think Skyscraper, because of how much it's been played recently, it's very much been a little bit more solved by the attackers. So yeah, I would completely agree. It's definitely defender-sided. So that's why you see it coming out. It was a very close round, though. It did come down to that 1v1. I really liked, though, how Luke played it. He gave up the top floor, but then it's not something you really mainly see. He re-aggressed. He took back the fight, and I just don't think Recited thought that was going to happen. You saw him completely caught with his pants down, running to those yellow stairs after taking out the Legion line, and Luke able to get basically a practical freebie in the round. I think it does come down to another gunfight from Hitman, though. If he doesn't trade with Fens, I think it goes the other way. Fens had such a great chance to take that round for his team. If he just wins the gunfight without going down, it then definitely looks in the favor of Envy. But in the end, it does go down to O-Block, but that was a very close round.
I'm curious to know whose map pick this was. Is this Envy's map pick?
It's Envy's, yeah. O-Block lost their own map pick onto Border. We're going to see if Envy is looking right now, it's trailing in the same direction, but like you said, it's Defender on Consulate, so at the moment, it makes sense that O-Block are doing this.
That they're winning? Fair enough.
Yeah, but my only problem is Envy have been getting the opening pick every single round. They just haven't been able to profit from that at the moment.
Well, we'll see if they're going to be able to profit this round. I would hope so, because going down already 0-3. I mean, technically, you are still able to end this out 3-3 on split if you win these next 3 rounds. It is still very possible, but if they do lose this out, then obviously it won't be. We'll see. Already, the boys on Envy are starting to take space, especially by main. There was somebody just downstairs, probably none other than Mr. Lucas. He is going to be on that first floor over where he was by Visa, sorry. So we'll see who's going to end up getting the first pick. A minute already has gone by and nothing has happened at all. It's just going to be Mr. Luke all on his lonesome. And it seems like somebody's still outside of main. They better be careful if 4v4 though is going to go out. And Luke trying to get aggressive to find somebody. He hears somebody go on a rappel. Absolutely correct. And oh my, no way. Oh my God, I thought he was going to lose that. Alex gets taken down, but quickly refragged off. Recited to take down Luke. And we're back to a 3v3.
Yeah, a very close gunfight. At least gets it before being traded out, so at least it still goes down to this 3-man advance, or 3-3 even split in terms of man count. And I think this is the first round O-Block actually got the opening pick, I'm pretty sure. So gonna see if they can now translate it themselves. So far, no opening pick has led to a round win, so maybe they should have just kept giving up that pick. But a lot of ground has been established from Envy. They've gotten that pro wall open. Gonna see if they can then translate. And look at this, Recited all the way into sight. But does he know that the wraparound is coming from the mute? Hitman goes down. But there you go, the flick around. He knows that the player's right on his door, but just about doesn't get it. He looks away at the wrong time. And now he's being encircled upon 2 players on this free side. One spiral, but not able to be taken out. It's all up to Eli in this 1v2. Not going to be able to get it. As Fens takes him down. And again, no opening pick has led to a round victory.
Oh my gosh. But at the very least, we do have Envy winning out their first offensive round. It only took 4 rounds, but we did it. That's all. That's all in the past. 1 round. And another 2, and we could see ourselves looking at a quite even split. We are going to be going down to the basement. The boys on O-Block were like, it's fine, we lost upstairs. Let's just bring it down, despite them, of course. They can't go upstairs if they really want to, but that's not the case anymore. Back down to the basement, which I believe, oh no, this one didn't end off in a 1v1, regardless. We will be going back down to the basement. I think they ended up winning this in a 3v1, so that wasn't too bad. Anyways, we'll see if they're going to be able to bring themselves this round win, or if Envy has started to kind of build momentum after that last round win.
A very strong win. They knew where the gaps were. They realized no one was in and around that admin area anymore as they faked the main side push. They faked the main side of the pro wall being open. There was one spiral. They're able to take their gunfights, pick and choose. I think it mainly came down to the Thinker just lurking into sight, the mute just not being aware, not being able to get that wraparound quick enough. And it just allowed Envy to take every part of the map they needed for them to get that execute down. They didn't even need the bomb to go down. I think we've had 2 successful plants throughout this entire game so far. None in this game so far, at least. But we're going to see if maybe... No, none at least for this game. I think both plants for last... Oh, no, we had 3 last game because we had 1 in bathroom, but 2 out of 3 plants in the last game came in the same bomb site as well. The mirror being on main breach must come down to them wanting to trick when the thermites go down and for looking for that C4. Luke taking a lot of damage early on, being better in this game than he was last game. Same with Carter, both having 2 kills early on. Fence taking a lot of damage, but at least getting that main breach open.
And the first person to die is going to be Recite, is going to be Hitman and take him down. And so with that, O-Block put themselves in an early lead at the beginning of the game. I say early, but we're a minute in, so it's kind of early, kind of really not that early. Regardless, Luke better be careful because They are watching him on these yellow stairs, and I am absolutely sure that they know exactly where he is. Luke, however, also conscious, knows that somebody, or cautious, also knows that somebody might just be watching him. Ben's gonna take down Eli, and we're back to a 4v4. As I'm speaking, it seems like they've given up maybe on main breach, and instead they're just gonna go in exactly from the back of the map instead, not needing to open up breach. They said, man, F breach, we're just gonna go in right from the back. The back door is needed, no front door this time around.
But they at least did get the main breach open for at least some of phantom pressure, but they are getting the drones in, realizing where these players are. Right now, it feels like this opening pick feels like a curse right now, as it always feels like the other team that doesn't get that open pick just feels a little bit stronger. A lot of control being established from Envy. Main breach open as a little bit of phantom pressure, and now they get full of that backside to just start to work down. A lot of damage they're taken by Kiro is all about if they can clear Luke from this spiral position. No one's coming from his backside. It does look like all players have maybe transitioned to that backside take. Kiru's still on that top floor though, all the way up in I'm pretty sure he's on the he's on the top floor, in the top of spiral stairs, maybe looking to come down to take down Luke. No players pushing through to maybe contest him in this backside at the moment. Looks like a little bit of a stall out though coming out from Envy, as nothing really happening at the moment.
We'll see. The time is starting to tick, and a 4v4 swiftly turns to a 3v4 as finally Luke is going to get taken down after being a cheeky little booger by those yellow stairs. Now the boys on Envy are going to have that man advantage, but forever how long is how we will find out. At 20 seconds now, and Mike is going to get a kill onto Kiru, making it a 3v3. They are either going to have to start killing these defenders or get this plant down, because it's not looking too good. And with that, we're able to take down two. Mike will clean up another, and a beautiful way to hold down the site. Absolutely beautiful, and great way to just, what's the word, how to have that trigger discipline. The time is starting to tick, and as a defender, all you really have to do is just wait it out, knowing that time is on your side. The lower it gets, the more in your favor it is, and the more that the attackers are going to have to scramble and make decisions with not their best interest in mind, because of course you just have to get in there, and either you got to get the kill or you got to get the plant down. So, well done to the boys on O Block for winning that out. We will see round before split if they can leave us off at 5-4, or if the boys on Envy will be able to give us a little bit of hope before we take the swap.
Yeah, they get to go to this top floor bomb site, their main primary bomb site, for a second time. Obviously, they lost it the last time they were here, but the first time they defended very strong, and then that last round, we finally saw the opening pick go the way to the team that won it, and we're going to see Luke hiding in the basement on that pulse. They don't want to let the attacking team know that there's going to be a pulse on this main floor, probably giving away the information, giving away where the push will be coming from. And Luke obviously also has that C4. A lot of the floors on the side of Consulate are destructible. You can easily get that C4 pick early on using the gadget, using the pulse scanner, find out where these players are playing. We're going to see a much bigger hold on this admin side, trying to keep it adjust, as you're going to see the key barriers keeping rival alive, keeping them away from the angles that the attackers can get from these windows.
Honestly, I'm surprised that we would see a Fenrir. Actually, okay, I guess a Fenrir is quite a valid ban, but I feel like a zombie is extremely powerful on this map. I would much rather have to play with against a Fenrir over in a zombie, especially just like we're looking at right here, this admin hold, which is, I feel like, extremely powerful just for slowing down the attackers and even just holding this as best as you possibly can. 2 minutes, though, are going to be remaining in the round, and Hitman trying to get lucky. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like anybody has taken any bit of damage at all, and as I say that, oh my god, this is Caster's Curse. Fence is going to take down Mr. Hitman, and we're going to be at a 4v5 in favor of the boys on Envy.
And they at least get the admin control with a man advantage as well. Very strong control, but they've still got Luke below with this C4, and I don't think they have any idea that he's down here. And this could be a double C4 hit. No, only one. I feel sure one just ran away, but with a sight, it does go down, and that's your Grim down. A very big pick. No more Grim base. That's your extra operator. That's the player you want us to keep alive. Maybe this was his player. Mike W gets another, and now we're sitting, but there's a player close, and I don't think Rifle knows. Puts a pot, no, puts a lot. The diffuser's going down. Kiru's putting the diffuser down on the other side.
Oh my god, I was so focused on we bring the boom that I didn't even realize that we're also gonna bring the diffuser along with us. Seems like Kiru did what no man thought they could do and get the diffuser planted. Where's Eli and wait, where are they going? Do they know something that I don't? What's the point? Oh my god. He absolutely knows. That's insane. A 2v1 now. The boys on Oblak will have that advantage. A 1v1 now. Oh my god, Clutter's actually kind of goated. No. Oh my god, I was about to say, wait, Clutter might actually be goated. Wow, like I said, ironically enough, he's doing better in literally the... Oh my god, I can't believe that. Give him 15 rounds last game. No, 14 rounds last game. And I think he's dropped one. This round, he's actually putting in that work. He's absolutely putting in that work. Unfortunately, they lose the round out, but that was a very cheeky plant coming down. I like that a lot. I believe it was Kiru as well. So well done to Envy. Unfortunately, it will not be enough as we leave split off at 5-1 in favor of the boys on O-Block.
Yeah, the post-plant situation just wasn't strong enough. They just didn't really have the man count to be able to get that down. A lot of runouts coming out from the side of Oblock, and that's what you have to do when that plant goes down in that situation, because the window repel control is just too strong. And as soon as the Dokei kills the final player, as soon as Clutter gets that kill, you see Mike W get off the defuse, wait for him to swing the window, gets that free pick basically onto the player, because he expects him probably to still be sticking that defuse, hoping he can get it down. But I do like the play. You're right, Kiru, very smart, realizing that so much of the defenders have pushed to the side of admin, trying to get rid of that push, that you can just easily sneak into sight, get the plant down, and then have that situation in the post plant. But just wasn't enough. Too little, too late, too little man count. And now we will see the half, we will see the first defense coming out from Envy, as they've got a long time to climb, as they are 5-1 down currently.
Yeah, I think this is the first time that we're seeing Goyo get played at all. Not just this map, but also last map as well. So that's going to be interesting. What also is going to be interesting is to see if Envy are going to be able to play their defense a little bit better than they played their offense. This is their map pick, so I'm sure that they would much rather be on the defense. But I know it's going to be a little bit hard to climb and come back from a 5-1. It's a steep mountain to climb, but it is extremely doable. I've seen people come back from a 6-0 deficit, so I'm sure that a 5-1 is nothing for these boys, especially just how great it is. We'll see if it's going to be any different. Not only that, but we are also going to have a pulse, which we saw Mr. Table Luke bring the boom last round. We'll see if Fens can do the same.
And obviously the Blitz as well. Mike W last time on this operator was able to get a 4K and the plant in the end, and he's got the diffuser again, so looking for a similar push. Bathroom playing, Mike W will get the opening pick onto that Blitz, but instantly traded out, resisted onto Luke. And then Hero also takes down Mike W. So it's now completely gone the favor of the side of the defenders. Eli gets one, completely traded back out again. Now they at least take the control, but no, Sighted, he's been so strong in this round with those, not only the fires stalling out these players, also just getting the picks himself. 3 kills now on the round, and it's looking like this round is definitely going into the favor of the defenders, and they may get the first defending round. The Pulse, having no idea the players is up here, gets the pick. Rival now somehow actually has a chance in this round.
I mean, it was a 1v3. We've seen it done before, and I'm sure we can do it again. All these players are absolutely amazing. So 100% I think that Rival can do it, especially with an LMG like that. I'm absolutely sure and positive. I would actually love to see it. But as we move on forward, a minute remains. He doesn't have the diffuser at hand, and I'm sure that I'm going to assume that Resided ended up running over at least closer to the bomb. We'll see how that plans out. And as for Mr. Kiru, he's just tucked in the corner waiting for his teammate to come up, or at least a little bit of a double swing. At least if one dies, I'm sure that they can swing out and kill Resided. Or not Resided, sorry, Rival.
Wasai taking a lot of damage to the fire, but doesn't matter. He gets the 4K on the round, finishing off the final player. They actually were backing away from Diffuser, so surprising that maybe he didn't go for that opportunity to get the Diffuser on plant, because I'm pretty sure Diffuser was dropped by the Blitz inside of Bathroom by Kiru, and now we will at least see Envy get the first defending round on the board. It did come down to a couple of marginal errors from Oblock, maybe the Blitz going down a little bit too early for their liking. But honestly, Envy did really well to shut it out. It did, in the end, come down mainly to Resided. But you gotta say, right now, if you look at the scoreboards, Alex is not having a good game. 0-7 right now on the board compared to his last game, where he hit double digits, like 17 kills. And we will see, surprisingly, what was Oblock's tertiary site come out as Envy's secondary site. It will be the piano bomb site. Curious to see why they decide to pick this bomb site over basement. Maybe they just feel more confident on it.
Maybe that's kind of like throwing the attackers of their game. You know, maybe they're like, I thought we were gonna go to the basement, but we are going to be going that middle floor. I'm a little bit sad to see that Alex isn't performing nearly as good as he was previously, but I mean, seeing Mike W on the Blitz makes me happy. You know, there was one person I remember, best Monty player, one of the best Monty players, Coco. Oh my god, I love watching Coco play Monty. That is who I would give the Monty Shield Award to, and I will tell you, I'm gonna give Mike W my Blitz Shield Award because I love seeing Mike W on Blitz, and I wish that he could stay alive a little bit longer that last round. I feel like they definitely could have won that if he didn't just get the one pick and die. So hopefully he will live on a lot longer if they do win this. We're gonna be pushing ourselves to match point, which would be great. But unfortunately, Mr. None other than Table Luke, first to get first picked, and it's going to be the opening frag in the favor of the boys on Envy. Not only that, but Eli, extremely low, needs to be careful.
Yeah, it's Kiro making so much noise in and around this map, taking out the player bottom yellow, and then also putting Eli all the way down to 22 HP. But Fems then gets Mike W as well. The Blitz goes down. No backup for that player there. I don't know what was going on. Maybe just going for a quick play. C4 going down is going to land on Hitman as well. So now it's theoretically in this 2v5. Envy looking very dominant in this round so far. Hitman will be able to be picked up here though by Rival. I'm going to see maybe if they can somehow translate this still into the map victory. Right now, though, Envy have so much control, and it's not looking like they're going to be giving it up too quickly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not only that, but Jokobi is going to be DB node and finished off a 2v5. Not only that, but Buck is just absolutely low as ever. And with that taken down by the Vector 1v5, this might just be a flawless round for the boys on Envy. It's going to be up to none other than Rival in a 1v5, which I believe it was the last alive for the last round as well. So, I mean, maybe it's possible, but I don't want to. I feel like it's just not really. Maybe they're gonna take this time to kind of regroup, like he's just sitting here in the corner saving KD, and figure out what the plan is for next round, because both of Envy's defensive setups have been extremely powerful and extremely strong. Very hard to kind of counter and get through as an attacker, even though no Consulate is a very defender-sided map. I think that Envy have done a really good job at defending. I think that it's a little bit overwhelming, not just for the boys on O Block to play against, but I'm sure that it's extremely overwhelming as, you know, as casters for us to kind of see what's kind of breaking down, especially because this looks like it's about to be a flawless round. So I think it's good that they take this time to kind of regroup and figure out where they're going to go from next.
Yeah, Rival currently cooking in the kitchen, trying to take this little timeout between the team. Obviously, no coach on the board for O-Block, so it wouldn't really matter. Even if they took a normal timeout, it still would just be them speaking. So it's smart to just take this time, talk about what's going wrong with their attacks, and then figure out how they can maybe translate it to the next round victory, probably on the basement. And obviously, Alex getting his first kill in that round as well. I don't know what maybe the team kill is trying to be going on there, but they get their third round on the board, their second defense on the board, 2 rounds away from equaling it up with O-Block. I want to see if maybe that little timeout between the players is good enough to maybe help them start getting forward and going on to maybe get themselves their first attacking round victory, because right now, Envy are using the momentum of the side switch, using the momentum of being on the favorable side, and just setting up to maybe take this round or take this game under their belts. But I was wrong. It will not be the basement. It'll be the split site. It'll be the servers and tellers site. Curious to see how they defend the site. You will see the pulse. You can see a lot of C4s on the board for Envy, as that's the main counter to going for the plant in tellers.
Well, we'll see how that goes. This is definitely interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever seen a team prefer this site over the cafeteria. and Garage, which is insane. I don't even know if I've ever seen this site get played, so I'm not sure what Envy are cooking up, but I gotta see how this ends up panning out, because
5 seconds left before insertion.
I'm not gonna. I'm being serious. I have no expectations at all. I don't even really know how a proper setup on this site would look like, because I've genuinely never ever seen this. Not only that, but I think I've played this on casual. And I mean, nobody's doing setups on casual, so it's like, this is completely new. Anyways, moving on from that, Fens might just get cheeky with a kill right now, catching somebody off guard as they try to open up this wall, though no picks coming out just yet. However, I have to see how this round pans out, because this is definitely piquing my interest.
He's using his scanner though to get the information, telling his team, hey, this is probably where the push is going for. Was like blinded out, but just beforehand able to shoot this X-Kairos off the hatch, able to keeping that hatch closed for the time being. They're gonna have to either use more utility to just at least get that open at the moment. And you can see a little change from the most recent patch. Hitman bringing heartbeat charges on Zofia, but as I'm saying that, Eli actually gets the opening pick onto Kiro, onto Mute, getting all of this lobby control for himself. We're going to see if now he can start pushing down this Visa hall, looking to maybe translate onto this Visa area. Completely flashed out, shot through the floors. Does he know the place? Probably does in the end. Luke gets the pick onto a site, and now Overclock have a very strong man advantage, looking to start to translate, but Cutter gets the frag back onto Eli. Oh, it's a beautiful... Wait, what? Rival just got a collapse. He shot one bullet and killed his teammate and Fen.
Oh my god, another miss input. I'm curious to know why we brought like 3 sets of heartbeats, but anyways, the lead that the boys on O-Block had might just be fizzling out if they're not careful. Oh my god. How? Oh my god, I can't even believe what's going on right now. Jesus, let that man cook a 1v1. Now it's going to be Rival against Clutter. Oh my god, we saw Clutter was not the best last game, but this game, he's definitely stepping up to the base and being great. And there we go, the 1v1. He is not scared at all. Taking down Rival. The boys on Envy do the impossible, the unlikely, and win out that double-floored site.
I say it did come down to a very lucky moment with the fact that they lined up perfectly. It generally was one bullet to take down an enemy and a teammate. Maybe if that doesn't come out, it does translate to a round victory for Obot, but they should be translating that anyway. They had, what, it was like a 4v2? It definitely should be going down into their victory, but Clutter was able to move in and around the map, taking down Eli as the refrag, taken down, I'm pretty sure it was a 4K in the end, taking down so many players. It was so free for him to just roam around, lurk around. He just didn't seem to have the information that he was up in and around site, and it just allowed him to get those picks free. And now we're going to see if they can translate more onto this top floor bomb site a second time round. The shield hasn't been working out for him, so they won't be taking it for this time round. There won't be Osa shield, there won't be a Blitz shield. Mike W just going to be on that Twitch to get that information with those drones and take down as much defender util as he can.
I'm sad. Like I said, I liked seeing the Mike W on the Blitz. Honestly, I love seeing those kind of cheeky shield plays, or even just players that are really good at playing random niche operators. Not that like Blitz is niche or anything, but like, I mean, I love seeing just somebody really good at glass. Like, who's really good at glass? Somebody that's really good at Cali. I just think they're like so situational, but you just love seeing it when it ends up happening. So we're not going to be seeing no Mike on that Blitz. Instead, we're going to be seeing him on that Deimos. So we'll see how far he's able to go. I think that these previous rounds, he's kind of been getting picked off quite early, either only contributing a kill or two, or, you know, not even at all, and just getting picked off. And, I mean, Rival, we got to be a little bit more careful than that. Nearly getting his head chopped off at 30 HP. And, I mean, Fens, oh my god, were you about to jump out? Surely not. Anyways, a minute already just about that has already gone into this round. We will see what will happen next now that we've opened up this wall. And so what's that little room called? What's this room called? The single wall room. Pro?
Yeah.
Well, Pro is open. We'll see if they're going to be making their way into there, if it might be a little bit of a ghost pressure kind of thing.
I think it was actually Bandit Tricks. A little luck coming up from Luke, but he gets instantly refried. I think it now is going to be fully open, but it was Bandit Tricks a little bit, so they're going to have to use an extra ace charge on it. But I think it's only a little gap opened, a little head hole, so not much pressure going to be established from that as Mike W gets another pick, so they have at least got this man advantage again. But last round they weren't able to use it as their advantage. Kiru, lurking below, Resighted gets one onto sight. I don't know who's tracked, but Kiru tracked out and killed from below. Benz is going to be the player on site with Resighted, looking to try and kill this block from below, and he will get it. Beautiful use of the deagle. The player yellow not there to get his refrag. Really poor teamwork from the two players left on side of O-Block at the moment, but Mike W will at least get the track out onto his army, find where this player is, set him a little bit uncomfortable onto site. And now, a missed shot though coming out from Rival, but at least he's then able to be fragged out. But Resighted has his teammates back. It's all up to Mike W onto the same as he's at least got one tracker left to figure out where this player will be playing in and around. But the diffuser squandered in and around the spiral area.
Oh my god, with just about 30 seconds, I mean, the HP difference already speaks for itself, and oh my god, the HP doesn't matter whether you're on 1 HP or 110. If you're hitting your shots, you're hitting your shot, and there we go. Not even needed to be on Blitz. I will tell you, maybe Mike isn't the GOAT of Blitz. Maybe he is just the GOAT of pistols. This man absolutely whipping it around like he knows no mercy, launching him and his team over to match point, sitting very pretty, and I'm happy that it was Mike to close out that round. That was absolutely great. And to finish it off with the pistol as well makes me very happy.
To locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But now they have to go up against a fortress. At least that's what it looked like on the first time Envy defended this round. They basically got it, I'm pretty sure it was flawless in the end. It actually had to come down to a little timeout in the basement from the side of Rival. But Mike W, you're right, he's hitting his shots right now. He did it in the first map and he's doing it on the second map. And you gotta say, beautiful Deimos play. He tracked him, and even before the track fully went out, he just knew exactly where the player would want to rotate, completely cut that rotate off, and because how much damage I'm pretty sure it's called something like the revenge pistol does, it allowed him to just hit a couple body shots, take him out. Like you said, HP didn't matter in the end because of just how much damage that pistol does. We'll see them go back down to this basement. I want to see how O-Block will adapt their push to maybe just not allow it to go as one-sided as it did last time.
Mike W on that. Ash, of course, to counter those mirrors. And another thing, I literally brought up the Cali for random, and here we have Eli on the Cali. I hope that we're going to be seeing something cheeky, and oh my god, Mike taken early. His soul is left already. That's literally not even 30 seconds into the round, and he's already taken out. It's going to be a lot harder to deal with that Mira. But anyways, another thing I'd like to point out is having Luke on that Jackal. The Jackal is going to be great, especially because there's not going to be a Mike playing Deimos. There's not going to be a Mike at all, as he is going to be dead. So we'll see how this round pans out. With Clutter also 11 HP, roaming around. The boys on O-Block, I would assume are going to start. Okay, well, that was absolutely beautiful. But I was going to say, I feel like they're going to start to kind of close in on Clutter. Get him either to get pushed back into sight or just get rid of him completely.
That was an insane shot from Rival on Clutter. Yeah, he's such low XP. He's basically in on himself, in and around that bottom spiral stairs area. There was some help trying to be established, but right now his cutoff is completely being held by the attackers, and Mike W going down early is something you never really want to see because of how big he's been in these rounds so far. Eli making so much work. Clutter finally going down. He's wasted so much time, and Rival getting another pick onto Resighted. It's now gone all the way back into the favor of O-Block. Opening pick has really just not mattered. The C4 goes out, doesn't land at all on Rival. He missed all the shots shooting it. He's very lucky. And Rival still alive, gets the kill, and then Eli with the final pick with that Cali, and it's a round victory for O-Block. As quick as you can say, the map is now over as well. 2-2 on the board. We're going to bank.
And I'm happy because We're going to map 3, but we both wanted O Block to win, and I'm glad that they did. Mike W also top rank, and he did great last game, and it seems like he's just on an absolute heater this entire series, coming out on top for Consulate. So, seems like Border ended up being O Block's pick. They lost it. And then Envy, Consulate's their pick. They ended up losing it. But I will say, Border was a lot closer than this. This game feels like it just flew by, basically.
It seemed like that little tactical timeout really did them well. It wasn't a literal timeout, but just taking that time in the basement from Rival, talking about what was going wrong, even the round afterwards came very close. They got that 4v2 advantage. It just came down to a hero play from Clutter that allowed them to get it back. And then they go on win 2 attacking rounds in a row to get that map victory. Very strong from Obok, and sometimes getting to pick the side is more important than it being your map pick. Obviously, both times they lost their opponent, they lost their own map pick, but they had that side selection on the other side, so they got to win it. Because of the Consulate favor of it being defender-sided, they got such a big early advantage on their defense. They only had to win 2 rounds to win the game, and we saw exactly that. Will we go to bank now? It's very 50-50, like Border, but before then, we will have a little break to allow everyone to catch their breaths. But don't go anywhere, the GIS game is still yet to come.
Woo!
My city's gonna tell you the tale. Everyone was left in the veil. My time won't come to an end. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting. I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life, I'm fighting. Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life, I'm fighting. The ash keep burning down. No, you won't hear a sound. The screaming bottled within. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting.
I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along. Yeah, we've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I've been meaning to read into it, time to put it to rest. Is it stress? Is it that I ain't answer your text? Don't you treat it like amnesia, you know I always forget. Stirring the pot real hot, watch how the plot thickens. Around the clock, tick tock, need more than 20 seconds to get your attention before it's on to the next thing. And I'm over here again wondering, can I hold ya, hear your truth, pull you closer, talk it through. Girl, you know that I'm the one that you can come and complain to. Your silhouette's amazing, but your brain is a maze too. So can you help me find my way while I find something to say? I know the arguing just augments everything going both ways, but baby, I can see it on your face. Up and tossing, turning, staying up all night long. Up and calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now?
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away.
Welcome back to Blitz. We have still Envy versus Oblock. I'm still here with Bianca. We just saw a great map, Consulate, going the way of Oblock. We're now at one piece, and we're going to see the decider, Bank. What do you see going into this game, Bianca?
Like we mentioned at the beginning of this stream, I think Bank is a very 50-50 map. I honestly could say the same. I feel like it's not necessarily defender sided, it's not necessarily attacker sided. I really think it's just gonna come down to the ones and getting the refrags. I think map 1 was a lot closer because of the amount of refrags that were coming up, but going to Consulate and just the difference in the refrags coming out made the score a lot less tight. Oblock was able to get their picks and weren't really getting punished for it at all. So I think that this could definitely really just come down to what team is playing a lot closer together, playing off of each other a lot better, and just winning your ones.
Yeah, this just shows how competitive this league is going to be, as both games so far have gone to all 3 maps. But there's a player that I'm looking at right now between both teams that has been a heater for both map 1, map 2, Mike W. He has been insane in both maps, double digits both times, having hero play after hero play after clutch after clutch. Gonna see if he can keep doing it in map 2. I'm very excited to see, obviously, Bank decider. I don't know who picks maps or who picks sides, so I'm going to see it will be Oblock starting on the defense. Again, doesn't really make much of a massive impact unless maybe you feel more confident on defending or feel more confident on attacking. But like you said, 50-50, very close. Will come down to these gunfights. We're going to see what the opening ban is going to be.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to assume it probably, I would think a Nook? Actually, okay. This I can see. Nook has played a lot here, but okay, I guess. No. I'll let that
I can
go.
see the reasoning.
That's not a crazy one.
I can see the reasoning. I'm still surprised.
Yeah, I feel like there's better operators to pick over a Nook. I'm not even going to hold you, but...
Monty's up. Monty is up.
Woo! Maybe Mike W will take a little bit of Monty. There's no Coco, but there is a Mike to take that shield. But I feel like Mike is better with the pistols more than anything. Regardless, a Kaid coming out from the defense, say that makes a lot of sense, which I'm going to assume a zombie's going to be off the board. But this honestly could be anything. It could be a zombie and a Valk, or even a Mira. I've seen Mira get banned here. Of course, it's Bank, so Mira is extremely powerful, especially on that bottom floor and even just in that open area. The Valk, though, will be the woman to take the fall, who I believe Valk has been banned every single map. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe so.
No, you're completely right. Valk has been banned every single map, and funny enough, Zami has been up every single map, but this will be the first map where Monty is going to be up. A very strong operator. I'd say probably the strongest operator in the current meta. Just allows you to do so much. Taking ground is so easy with the operator on the board. As I say this, Envy
Defenders,
won't
protect your
choose
bombs
to
from
take
being
the Monty though.
defused by
You will see the
attackers.
Deimos though. Just allows you to roam clear so much more effectively. On the basement, you do either see two type of things. A big roam or a big bunker. It's never really a mix of the two. It's normally one or the other. And at the moment, looking at the lineup, I'm expecting a big roam, especially with the open hatch going to be opened up by the player of Rival, who really got into his own in that last game. Very much had those big plays, big gunfights. I think all of Envy really came up in their own. I would say the main player on not Envy, all of Obot came into their own. The main player from Envy, I'd say, that really popped off surprisingly, was Clutter. I think Clutter had a night and day performance between Consular
sure.
and Border.
Attackers must locate
Oh,
and defuse the bomb.
100%. I mean, you said it perfectly. It is like that wasn't even the same person. Somebody needs to check to make sure that Clutter is the one that's still playing on his own account, because somebody must have PC swapped or hopped and just got on his account, because that was a completely different person. I hope that Clutter is able to bring what he did last game over into this game, because like we've said, it's like night and day. He was on a bit of a a stinker, I'm not gonna lie. That first map, it wasn't looking too good for him, and he really stepped up to the playing field. Unfortunately, they lost that last map, but there was an effort, and it was an amazing effort at that. Hopefully we'll also see Alex pop off. The first game he did absolutely great, and I've been saying Alex is amazing, but I love watching this boy play, so hopefully he'll be bringing a lot of things to the table. With that, Table Luke is going to be the first one to go down. Along with him, and Spence is going to hit a two-piece already. The boys on O Block are going to be ripping at the seams, but like W to pick one and a C, or not a C4. A team kill to come out will leave the score at a 3v3, but scratch that, a 1v3.
Yeah, Kieran Axe player getting the picks out. The C4 not going to have Rival, the last player alive on this top floor roam. The Diffuser probably about to be going down as soon as those score fouls completely get tucked down. He's looking for a player outside. I don't think that actually is one. The Diffuser starting to go down. It will be Clutter to put it down. There's no Oath Shield left alive to maybe help and get this plant down. And the plant not going down! A beautiful smoke bang from Rival! But this is still in this 1v2 and he's in a ballful position, and Kiro able to at least get the trade back. I think it was like 0.2 seconds away from the plant going down. But it didn't matter because he then had to put himself in an awful position to at least get that shot on the planter. And the first round goes to the side of Envy. The first attacking round they have goes to the side of Envy. Alex looking to be a lot better in this game so far as he gets the first pick in the first round at least. But honestly, Obot just looking like they got caught with their pants down. Envy giving so much control early on. Server completely giving up for free. No contestation from the side. And it just felt like, and you see here, they'll switch to bomb sites because of that.
I mean, I would definitely swap bomb sites as well. That wasn't horrible, but it was damn near. That was definitely not what you want to start off with, especially the opening round in the final map that you're going to play. No matter who wins or loses, that's not what you want to see. That's definitely not what I wanted to see. What I noticed was they didn't have a Mira. I mean, like, I feel like the Mira could have definitely played a big role in kind of helping keeping those walls from, getting pushed through so fast. And not only that, but having that bomb get nearly planted so fast. But no matter, that was last round. We're going to be moving on to this round. Instead, the top floor is where the boys on O-Block are going to be bringing us, and hopefully they're going to be bringing us with a little bit more passion. Recited is going to be the one who's on Monty, however. We'll see how that goes. Of course, he is going to be on the board, so we'll see how long he can last and how big of an impact he can make.
Ben's taking a little bit of damage early on. I don't know if that was from a spawn peak or anything other than that. But he at least now has these lobby control, window control, but there's nothing to open up a counter window other going to be Kiru on that ace, but he's not going to be over on that side. So the counter repel, or counter wall, is currently going to be staying close. They're looking to take stock control first, looking to get the shield, and they get it for free. Nothing to really go for, but Luke, I said they get it for free, but never mind. Luke Table gets the pick onto Kiru. That's your ace down. Now the counter wall will definitely stay close. Nothing to open it up. As not only that, Oblock get their first man advantage in this game so far. Resited on the Monty can definitely cause an impact though as he looks to go pushing through square.
Oh my gosh, did you hear my cat just meow?
I did hear it.
Oh my god, that was so cute. He came at the perfect time. Of course, the boys of Envy are gonna have that man disadvantage, but not all hope is lost just yet. Waiting to see what Resited is going to do. Fens, however, is gonna do something first, and Luke again seems to be first to pick off on his own side for O-Block. Is he gonna take it down? It's gonna be a 4v4. Resited also gonna take a down rival, and damage just kills coming out one after another, despite the boys on Envy getting picked off first. It seems like this is just an overwhelming attack on their side, and O-Block literally yet again getting caught with their pass downs, and it seems like it literally just happened in a matter of not even 5 seconds.
I see a little bit of over-aggression coming out from Luke. He looks like he started swinging that stock window, and that instantly gives the sign for Envy to go, get into stock, get that ground for free. And that's the problem. If he just stays up there, he doesn't really need to be swinging. His wall is not open. The ace is dead. There's nothing they can do. Yes, he lost his shield, but he can still just stay put there, especially with the player in Janitor watching that window jump in. There's nothing they can really do to take him out. And now we are going to see a reattempt on this bomb site. We didn't see it with the basement, but we will be seeing it here. Right now, Envy are just running through them. It doesn't look close in any of these rounds. It's just stomp after stomp, and we're going to see if they can continue going with their march as O-Block giving them a second attack on this bomb site. But we're going to see a mirror this time coming out, not on the basement, but the top floor. It probably will be played in Janitor to watch those outside windows to see for any repel. I didn't really come out last time. It was mainly on that stock and square execute, and it's looking like it's going to be a similar take. Obviously, you're going to see Zero coming out for Envy with the attitude of those 6 cameras now instead of 4. Monty again on Resited, but the interesting pick is going to be Kiro on that Amaru.
I honestly don't even think that, like, Envy have done a march. It's more of like a stomp. They've literally just stomped all over O-Block, and hopefully, you know, this round will be a little bit different because this is going to be the tiebreaker to, you know, close out this lovely BO3 for how amazing it's been. It already seems like it's going so fast, and with to get first picked, unfortunately, it's going to be none other than Mr. Alex to take him down. The man, the myth, the legend, the absolute GOAT for the boys on Envy, and just a GOAT in general. And with that, unfortunately, O-Block starting off quite early with the man disadvantage.
I really hope Kiro just goes up this elevator hatch because he could have a free pick onto this bandit right now, who's mainly focused on just delaying this Monty's approach up these red stairs. But it looks like with that barbed wire being taken out for free, Rival has to back away now, especially with the fact that his Kanto wall is about to be opened up. Beautiful flashbangs being thrown out from Kiro up that elevator hatch. So much control is already established from the side of Envy. They have that Kanto wall open, they have the lobby control, and they have the first pick. As I'm saying that, Eli at least gets one back onto Alex, and now we're sitting in this 4v4, but still, there is so much control being established by Envy. But right now, it's looking like they still definitely have this round in their favor. C4 goes out, takes down Kiro. As I'm saying this, they have at least equaled the man count, so they definitely could still win this, and it's still feeling is still in the room. I say that, and Luke gets taken out. Rival, though, gets back on defense, and it's now around victory. Eli and the Bandit taking down the final 2 players, and it's a round victory for O-Block, despite it looking very bleak for them.
Oh, that is exciting. That's great. Finally, O-Block doing something great with the minds that they have. They're a great team, and I'm glad that that round closed out in their favor. It was kind of neck and neck for a little bit, and then I don't know what happened, but it just seemed like back-to-back kills were flying out. They ended up closing it. Now we're going back to the basement, but the difference this time around is we're going to be bringing a Mira. Maybe this Mira is the reason why they weren't able to defend it as great as they could have. This Mira could be the deciding factor. You might just see the score get equaled out. Previously, they didn't bring a Mira, and it was absolutely shambolic. That server's push was just lethal. It was absolutely deadly, and I mean, if it weren't for a lucky smoke bang, the bomb would have 100% unplanted, and it would have just been absolutely horrible. So good to see that we are going to have a Mirror. So at least if there is a bomb that does end up trying to get planted, then a C4 toss could definitely deny that a lot better than just shooting into the sky and hoping that you'll hit something.
A lot of C4s though, two C4s at least coming out for the side of O-Block. The Osa being on the board makes those C4s even more impactful. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Osa. Didn't really impact the last time they took the site either. I think she's just very easy to deal with so many counters saying just a gunfight itself or just explosive. As soon as you throw one of those C4s out, she's now lost her shield and maybe even lost her life. But they will be going for more of a lobby side take and that garage side take, and that's what the Osa is going to be used for. They're going to completely cut off the site down the middle, and now you see here the elevator hatch, although the vault hatch will be completely open, and the drop coming out. Recited now taking full control of vault, and now up until this red hallway, and gets a free pick onto Luke, full sprint and back. And now they have sight for free, and Kira could go for punt. Never mind, Eli takes him down, but then is refad, Mike down, and now there's a player all the way up in towards garage. He doesn't know it. Rival at least takes down Recited, but gets refad again by Alex. Hitman now in this 1v3, but it doesn't look like they have any idea where he currently is.
He's going to be in vault, and although they don't have the diffuser at hand, a 1v3 is going to be quite a long task and a long road ahead, that's for sure. Alex will start to get that bomb planted. We previously saw that there were 2 people over by garage. We're just waiting for this cross to come out. It seems like Hitman is going to have to do the impossible, and unfortunately against Mr. Alex with an R4C and an ACOG, well, you're in for a rude surprise. With that, the boys on Envy will secure their 2-round lead back, and it's going to be 3-1. We'll see.
I'm going to see them not go to the basement bomb site for a 3rd time round. They've lost it twice now, very in convincing fashions both time round. A very smart adaptation though. It looked like with the Osa they're going to go for a similar take with that lockers or with the servers execute, but instead they just went for a quick play. They went for that quick play down garage, quick play down the hatch, and it was beautiful play coming out from them. And now with such a strong advantage in this early round, 3-1 up, we're gonna see O-Block switch sides. We're gonna see them go to this open bomb site. First time we're gonna see it come out for them, and it's looking like they're gonna be roaming upstairs, gonna be roaming in and around servers and tellers, and the mirror enders will be the sole factor that helps them keep up this top floor hold.
Well, hopefully this will go a little bit better than their previous defensive rounds. It seems like their defense is a little bit lackluster, and unfortunately, well, the only round that they ended up winning, I believe, was upstairs. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was upstairs, correct? That not the last round, but the round right before that. So we'll see if this will be any better than the rounds that they've lost, because it seems like every time that they lose, it's a pretty decisive round loss. It's not like it ends up being a 1v1 or anything like that. It ends up being pretty decisive and not really close at all. So with that, Brava, Mr. Fence has already made his way over through blue stairs. I'm not even sure if the boys on O-Block even realize that he's already made his way up so swiftly. We'll see how long it lasts before he's able to start making a play and start moving forward like a cheeky little gremlin.
Yeah, a lot of ground already covered for the side of everything. They've got that blue control, which is basically the control of the bottom square. They just now need to start finding this control outside. But as I say that, Clutter goes down to Luke. A beautiful pick. That's your hard reach down. The player in blue trying to get that refrag, not going to be established. Fens looking for that player, and now they know he's here, and they'll slowly start converging on him as the player top square, looking for but a jump out from smoke, and he gets the kill. How has he killed Kira in that position? But now he is stuck in this electrical position, looking for the pick on defense, and he gets it. Rival, a beautiful double kill on the round, and now he has this blue control. Never mind, Alex is going to be the one to shut him down in this blue position. Both of these last remaining attackers going to be in the basement to try to work up and start taking the site back for themselves.
I'm sure that he can hear these phones ringing. He's aware that somebody is going to be very close to his right. It's going to be none other than the Maestro, who's going to be prone over here waiting for him to get swung. As for Alex, he's still over by blue. Swinging out this mirror, though, Hitman is going to get taken down. And is he still aware that the Maestro is being a cheeky little booger? We'll see. Alex is going to help drone out. And the calls are going to start ringing in again. They know he's right there. And there you have it. The one, oh my God. No way a 4v2 turns into a 1v2. It's going to be none other than Table Luke to get the kill onto Recite, and it's a 1v1. Mr. Alex has been absolutely on fire. The first game, the second game, he wasn't too shabby, and we'll see. As for Luke, he's been pretty lukewarm, if I should say. I didn't mean to make that joke, but if he hits this, I'm sure he's gonna be hot, hot, hot. 35 seconds, and it looks like Alex is doing a little bit of cardio in and out of the kitchen, running a couple laps. 16 HP, and he just needs to get sneezed on for him to end up dying. There are going to be impacts coming out that Pokeball. He's gonna try and deal him a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, isn't gonna connect, and the bomb is gonna start to get planted. He's running around trying to scare him, and there he goes off the plan as he's a little bit scared. His feet are shuffling, but now he's really got no time to waste at all, walking in through that perhaps jump, that little rotate hole, and unfortunately seems like this round is going to be going in the favor of the boys on O Block. Held that absolutely perfectly, played that very smart, left Alex Spurs on his feet, and unfortunately he was on him. Well done to Mr. Table Luke. Played it a little bit lukewarm, but it doesn't matter. He wins out that round nonetheless.
You don't have to win the round only by kills. He wins it beautifully, just dancing around, making sure Alex can't get that final kill. It definitely should have been a lot more comfortable for the side of Overclock. They had that 4v2, taking too many 1v1, 1v1, 1v1 gunfights, but in the end, Table Luke opened the round out for his team and then finished the round out for his team. Beautiful little play, beautiful smart plays as well, because sometimes a lot of players would just try to go for that kill on TS. He's unlucky that his impacts didn't really hit the player, as obviously the player was so low anyway, but he's able to just dance around, not give the gunfight to Alex. And obviously we know if he maybe gave himself a little bit too much over, Alex definitely would have gotten that kill. But Luke, the savior of that round. Right now, it's mainly Rival being the top player on the side of Oblock. He's the man that got the double kill in that last round, and he's the man that really got them that round victory other than Luke.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a
See
bomb.
if this round the boys on O Block will be able to tie it out, bringing them to 3-3 on split. You know, the opening rounds to this map were not the greatest. They were definitely something, and honestly it was looking like a bit of an ish show, if I should say. It wasn't really looking the best. That last round kind of gave me a little bit of faith, considering the score is also this close, 2-3. Honestly, anything can happen, and I hope that O Block will be able to bring us the closest game possible. With that, we're also going to be seeing a Mirror get played, which, like I said, I think Mirror is extremely powerful on Bank. I think that she's an operator that honestly shouldn't be left if she is able to be played. I think that having her on the board and being able to be utilized is extremely strong. And with that, Alex, the opening pick onto none other than Mike W, who's had a great first two games, but it seems like this game he's on a little bit of a stinker.
Hero getting the pick onto Luke. It looked like he had maybe a lurk play coming out, but the Monty not only is a basic walking drone, but he gives away the game. And now Hitman looking for a jump out, not going to find anyone on these window, and then taken out from the roof, and it's all left up to Eli in the 1v3. He got freed for this season, but he's going to have to do more than free his team out for this round, as Alex gets to scan on him, and not only that, you may be able to get the kill. No shots going either way. Alex is so low HP, he just needs to get one, but Kiro goes down, and he gets Alex as well. It's all left up to the Monty in this 1v1 gunfight here. But it looks like he's just going to be going for the shield bash. No, he is going for the... And now Eli with the flag! A 1v3 by Eli. Wonderful play as he has freed his round, his team out, and gotten them the 3-3 split.
Oh my god, my mouth was just... Oh my god, it was literally just open. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that Envy, and I was literally thinking, I'm like, just don't let him isolate us once. Literally in my head, I'm like, just don't let him isolate us once, because you leave this Monty alone, it's gonna be honestly hard to have a... Unless he literally goes straight in and tries to bash Eli, but I mean, wow. We leave split at 3-3. Congratulations to the boys on O Block, and congratulations to Eli for being the absolute GOAT, the The little man makes it big, and so now we're going to be 3-3 the split. We're going to be seeing how strong Envy's defense is compared to O-Block's offense. I hope that this game is going to be just as strong as, of course, or not just as strong, just, what was I just saying? That this split, they're going to be just as strong as they were before. Either team, I think that both of them have a good chance of winning, considering that, I mean, all these rounds seem to be going pretty close, except for those first couple. But as for the last two rounds, ended up being a 1v3 turned into a 1v1, and then even previously, I think, Table Luke, it was a 1v2 or something like 1v2 or a 1v3, so close rounds, I like it.
Yeah, very close rounds for the side of Obot. They're looking to maybe get a stronger advantage going into their attacking half. And you're right, yeah, it was for Table Luke. It was a 1v2. He didn't even need to get the final kill to end out the round. But Rival gets the opener pick onto Kiro. He goes down onto that Vigil, onto that Lurk player. They now are looking to maybe execute onto the player inside of Kitchen. But Clutter still on this top floor. They had no idea. Now he can just switch back. He has the ability to just switch back all the way down back to his drone. Luke having no idea he was in that position. Poor drone play despite having that Dokube on the board. Obviously you can't call out until 45 seconds, and now Fens can play in around this elevator, but they are slowly encircling. Mike W still on that, but Eli taking a lot of damage and taken down by Clutter on these main stairs, and now they can go back all the way to site with a 4v3 man advantage.
I gotta say, you know, like those high school or like elementary school awards, there's like the most improved like student, like, you know, that's gotta be Clutter. Clutter's literally the most improved student, although he ends up getting taken down. He's been playing absolutely great compared to the previous games, and I'm happy to see that. With that, O-Block will take the man advantage, bringing it to a 3v2 in their favor. A minute 20 remains, and that mirror might just pose a problem, a little bit of a threat if they're not careful. Letting himself be known, though, Mike is going to take down Recited, and Hitman is going to take down Alex for their first offensive round and their first offensive win. Beautifully done. O-Block now, for the first time this entire game, have taken the lead.
Yeah, a beautiful advantage for O-Block. They maybe let the round slip away for them as they let a beautiful double kill come out for the side on Clutter. But in the end, Mike W, he's found his form in this game finally. He's looked very poor compared to his last two maps. He's looked poor in this game. But a beautiful 3K on the round for himself. I love the play of him fully sprinting down main, ignoring the mirror, being like, okay, we know the other players. I think they must have had a drone on him. They knew exactly where he was. Mike W pre-flies where he is, takes him out, and then he has a player in and around behind him to at least get his refrag, get his trade, and now we're looking at O-Block finally have the advantage and looking like a different beast on the attack.
Well, we'll see. It is going to be Mike W anyways, who's... maybe he's got a little resurgence and now as well. Rival seems to be doing great, and Alex, of course, the top contributor for Envy, nonetheless. Mira getting played yet again, going down that basement site. Seems like it was kind of a fluke that they lost it, and they're looking to equalize out the score this time around. We'll see how well it goes. Mike also going to be on Hibana, not really I mean, it can be more of a fragging out, but it seems like he's going to be there to open up the hatches, get stuff open, and get stuff dealt with. We'll see how long that lasts. I like the Goya, however. I do like having that Goya pick. I do Goyo downstairs on bank, and I think that it's really good for denying or at least slowing down the attacker. So if planting the bomb is what they're planning on doing, well, they got to be careful for that Goyo. They're also going to have to be careful for Mr. Kiru, who is going to be in the closet, in the elevator. But here we have it again. Clutter, the most improved player, taking down none other than Mr. Table Luke.
The window will be opened up, though, at least by Hitman. A beautiful opening pick for Clutter. He's been very strong so far in these opening defensive rounds. His team not being able to profit, though, so far. And a wallbang coming out from Fens to take down Mike W, as Envy looking like they're going to equalize the round count at the moment. A 3v5 for O-Block isn't out of the realm of possibility, but damn, it's going to be hard as they don't really have much advantage on this map. They at least have one mirror window open and one hatch open, No hard route so left on the board for them, as they now need to at least hope that the hatches in that main open area are already open for them. And I'm pretty sure at least one is, because that's how the player in open fell back to site. We're going to see if they can do much left on the site. They've still got a lot of drones available, obviously, with the Twitch, the 2 Dokkaebi calls available from Rival, and at least he is alive. He's been very strong in this round throughout, but the Fenrids are still up. You still have the Goyo cannons to deal with. Legion Miners are slowly going to keep coming back over time. You can't drone a Vigil, and at least there's one Mirror and a C4 in the favor for Alex. Gonna see how they can at least try to. Rival at least gets one back onto Kiro, but then an instant trade back for Fens.
Yeah, that's going to be unfortunate. A 1v4, Fens getting a 3-piece, looking for that quad. Eli is going to be up above, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too good for the boys on O-Block. However, this is just a round settling. It'll bring us into a 4v4 if anything happens, and with that, bringing us to 34 HP. Finka will heal herself, but you know how much of an impact that will make, we will see. Unfortunately, is going to miss the head of Mr. Alex. I think it was Alex, whoever it was. They're just about going to miss that head, and with 15 seconds remaining on the board, it doesn't seem likely that Eli will get up.
The hatch being watched by Clutter. He opened the round and he ends the round. As you said, most improved player. He was great on map 2 and he's starting to warm up on map 3. Very strong showings from him. And now he has allowed his team to equal the round count 4-4. But that does mean they'll have to go to a different bomb site. And we will see this top floor bomb site being brought out for the first time by Envy. Doesn't have the greatest win rate, but that's mainly down to poor work from the side of O-Block. I'm pretty sure they at least won it twice, though. That is their most won bomb site. But to be fair, this map has seeming to be, I would say, attacker sided, but in the end, it did look like it did come down to a 3-3 split for the first half, and right now it is even between attacking and defending. It just seems like attackers have very much a lot advantage in that early round, but that could just be down to the fact how strong Envy looked on their attacks.
Envy's attacks, I think, were a lot more, like you said, they were a lot stronger, and at least when comparing them to O-Blocks, I definitely think that they were 100% a lot stronger and a lot more overwhelming than when I'm seeing O-Block attack. But then again, maybe it's also because, you know, we're just seeing O-Block start to warm up to their attacking rounds. Right now, we've only seen them attack twice. As for the boys on Envy, we've seen them attack 6 times, so we kind of can tell, you know, how aggressive and how overwhelming they definitely can become. And, I mean, despite that, O-Block doing a great job leaving the score at 3-3 on split, so they were able to slightly answer to their very aggressive questions. And not only that, but Mike W is going to answer to the question that Clutter is giving him, and a headshot will do him good. Unfortunately, that's going to leave Envy at a 5v4, but I speak too soon. Recited getting rid of their top frag on O-Block. It's going to be Rival to bite the dust, and we're back at 4v4, but Alex taking down one again. Envy with the one-man advantage.
Envy did really well to get that man count back to even. Recited on such low speed, but it doesn't matter when Fens is allowed to just keep his teammate alive. And now Mike W down, looking for the player, and Stocking gets him as well. Fens doing beautiful work. Recited all the way down to 48 HP, but doesn't matter. Hitman is the last alive on these outside window repels, and there's nothing he can really do, as it looked like, yes, O-Block had the advantage in the early round. They got the opener pick, and they got so much control of the map. But a beautiful frag coming out from Alex, from Fens, to allow themselves to just get themselves all the way back into this round. And right now, Envy decides that one little blip early on, they look just as dominant on their defenses as they did on their attacks.
Yeah, this round was, I think it was just the fact that they were able to not only refrag, you know, the kills that were coming out in the enemy's favor, but able to also get picks without getting punished for it at all. I mean, there was a pick that came out as the Zoffy was on the rappel, and I mean, like, how do you refrag that? You're taking the risk and being on that rappel, and honestly, the high risk, it's a lot higher of a risk than you're honestly getting as a reward. How hard it is to end up getting that that pick instead of getting picked yourself. And so with that, unfortunately, it just seems like Hitman's gonna have to stroll around the map and hope that he finds a couple of bodies before he ends up dying himself. A lot of baiting, it just seems like, and basically just aimlessly wandering.
Yeah, it's going to be Alex player that he sees first, and he won't get the pick, but nor will Alex. Alex put all the way down to 14 HP. A wonderful shot from Hitman in the end, but then instantly refragged by Fens, the man who gets a 3k in this round in the end. Beautiful plays from him, and now we're going to see the tertiary site come out from the side of Envy. Probably going to be that start for an open area bomb site that currently actually has a 100% success rate, because it is the only bomb site Oblock was able to play once and win once. They did really well on it, but right now, Envy, they look unstoppable, and they're gonna take a time out. Interestingly enough, maybe this is just to get into the mental space of Oblock, or to talk about that early round, because so far, that's been really their only struggle. They've been a little bit poor keeping those opening picks. They've lost 2 out of once when defending, but it probably is just to completely chalk and get over the mental that Oblock are going through.
I mean, we could say that it's a mental chalk, but take a look at the score. The score isn't horrible. I think that we're pretty close. Despite how close the rounds have been, I definitely think that it's a lot better than expected. That's for 100% sure. Both Fens and Alex have been playing amazing, but I will say Fens is doing great. Not that he hasn't done great the previous rounds, but I mean, I think he got that 3-piece last round. The 4-piece at one point was absolutely great. So he's on a roll, and with this Envy, I guess taking that little bit of pause, trying to regroup this, as now they're going to be bringing us to open area, which I think you said there was that 1% success rate. Not too positive, but whatever the case may be, my point is, if they do end up winning this out, we're going to be pushing ourselves to match point.
We will, yeah, and apparently the timeout was actually only cool to allow one of the players from Envy to go take a pee. Yeah, Kira apparently needed to use the restroom, so, you know, sometimes you use the timeout for anything, shape, or form. Kira not doing the best in this game so far, 3-7, but maybe now that he's emptied his bladder, he'll be able to start putting up the numbers, getting some kills on himself. But right now, we're going to see how Oblock can answer back. It's their second time being behind in this game so far. Their first lead obviously came back all the way around 2 rounds ago, and they haven't seen much of Envy's chances on defending this middle floor. We're going to see how they're going to attack it themselves. Looking like they're going to be going for a top down. They need this top 4 control to make sure they can take in towards that kitchen area. Surprisingly, no Monty going to be on the board, because that's a lot. That's a big plant you normally see. You normally see the Monty go on the board to just plant behind that kitchen desk. Neither team's actually choosing to go for that type of push. Instead, we're going to see the same ace push where you try to open up that bottom kitchen area. But look at this Fence going for an early pick. He doesn't get it, but Mike W, a wonderful and a double! Beautiful double from Mike W. He's back shooting in this game. Recited and Fence down. We're going to see now if Oblock can start slow down and get a win from this round. But as I say that, Alex gets Luke down. He's having a horrible game right now, Luke. I always see him get refragged. He can get back up, he can get back up. But right now, I just keep seeing him get killed right after. And then Hitman also goes down.
Wow.
They're throwing away the lead they established through Mike W.
Oh my god, and Kiru's got a couple of nice words to say, that's for sure. I'd say the same thing, honestly. From a 5v3 and now we're at a 3v3. Oblock had a 2-man lead, and unfortunately that won't be the case any longer, as the score has been equalized. About 1:20 remaining, and the boys on Oblock are gonna have to start establishing their plays. Alright, Eli to take down Mr. Clutter and bullets to make sure he's truly dead. They got to be careful for Alex, though, as he is going to be lurking around, and there he goes, swinging. I believe that's the SMG-12, and with that, seems like the 2-man advantage the boys on Oblox had will be no longer. Rival now left in 1v2, very winnable. Alex and Kiru last alive. Rival also being the main contributor for the boys on Oblock on this map. We'll see if he's able to win it out for his team. I have faith. With 45 seconds, a lot of time left on the board to make some waves and start isolating your ones.
but I don't think Envy are going to give them that isolated one. That's been very smart for her. Alex having to back away though, getting flashed out, but Kiro not flashed out at all. The Leisure Mine may be the killer at the moment. It will be actually. Kiro gets the Leisure Mine kill in the end. He would have got the kill anyway through the gunfight, but it was the tick damage that slowly took him down. And I'd say that's got to be seen as poor from Oblock. They had the advantage. They had such a strong advantage thanks to Mike W putting up those numbers, a beautiful double kill, but somehow they just don't give it the advantage as they just give them back too many 1v1, 1v1 gunfights that allows Envy to now be a match point, being allowed go back to their primary bomb site of the lockers and CCTV. But what I see right now is Mike W back on the Blitz.
I'm happy to see him returning. I was already saying I like seeing him on that Blitz. He's great with the pistol. I don't know if it's just the fact that he's on Blitz or it's the fact that he's wielding a pistol and he's just the absolute go when it comes to them secondaries. We'll see if he's able to help out his team this round. Last round he did great, and his team just wasn't able to contribute after he got those first early 2 picks. So that's unfortunately with that Envy launching themselves onto match point. The boys on O Block do not have the luxury of losing this round, so hopefully they take that into consideration based on how they're playing. Hopefully they're able to play together a lot better, and they're going to be able to get the refrags and the picks where it matters most.
That's what's going to be, hopefully, going to be happening. I say, we talked about Mike W on the Blitz and he got off the Blitz. He's going to be on a different shield operator this time around, the Osa. I'm not the biggest fan of Osa, but going to see, hopefully, if O-Block can make this work. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be this Osa push down servers. Surprisingly, normally when you see this Osa take, you normally also see a fracture with it to just stop those C4s from coming out and stopping that shield play. Mike W stopping that micro camera from giving the information, giving the game away, using that EMP and shooting it as it opens up, because of obviously the EMP makes it open up. They've got a lot of control, but the only problem is there's still players on this top floor. You have Ven still all the way up on this second floor, looking to maybe upset and stop these players in and around trying to take this first floor. Miranda already opened though, probably from Hitman on that blitz. But as I'm saying that, Rival, yes, he opened hit onto Resighted on that middle floor, but still, Fens on this top floor on square, looking to make for that lurk and flank if someone doesn't know he's there. I say that, but Eli is on the square rappel. But I say that and Eli does. Never mind.
Top contributor for the boys on O Block will be no longer, as he is going to die, but I'm sure they're trying to isolate him, and unfortunately that will not be the case. Fens is just way too strong. Let him cook with the Vector, finally taken down. Mike will be the one to put him out of his misery, and with that, a 2v3 is where we're headed. What about a minute remaining? And damn! Okay, Luke, that shot wasn't as lukewarm as I expected. A great shot for him, and not only that, but that will equal out the playing field. Osa establishing that server is going to be amazing and incredible for them. And now all that Luke needs to do is kind of reconnect with his teammates and perhaps try and get this plant down. There is still going to be a C4 on the board from none other than Clutter, and as his plant starts to go down, a C4 will try and get tossed, and oh my god, they won! Let him cook. Mike W, the man of the match, doing absolutely amazing. Him and I believe it was Fens absolutely on fire this game. Match point though, but we are able to bring ourselves back. Oh no, it was Rival. Sorry, not Fens. Rival doing great. Mike W doing even greater. And we're 1 round away from going OT.
I've got to say, I was going to put a little bit of shame onto Obot. They gave Fens 3 1v1 gunfights, which Fens just won. That was the main problem in that round. If they just...
Fens was amazing too.
Fens was amazing, but they need to just take a 1 2v1 gunfight. They had the man advantage, they can do that. But instead, they just took 1v1, 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 and Fens won them all until Mike W shut them down. The minor detail that came down to the lost round for Envy was the impacts missing, and then the C4 missing. two blunders that allow them to get the plant down. And not only that, Mike W's nasty. He's able to flick to one, kill both of them while trying to cover the plant for Luke, who also got a nasty flick himself. Walking down Marble, took down Alex. Beautiful play coming out from those two players. But you want to see a little bit more team play if this game is bound to go to overtime.
I like it. I like it. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That shot that Table Luke hit, that was saucy. That was great. And honestly, that was a little bit nerve-wracking because you're solo pushing down those marble stairs, and not only that, but you have bomb. You're taking that risk, and I'm gonna keep it a bug. Luke's got to be missed to take that risk because he took that risk. He got the reward, and they ended up winning the round because he reconnected, and Mike W did exactly what he needed to do. He just held and let his teammate plant. So I got to say, Mr. Luke, Mr. Take That Risk. And with that, rival taken down, unfortunately, by none other than fans. We get this guy off the vector, man. Oh my God, he's literally way too powerful. And with that, the boys on Envy securing themselves already a one-man advantage. Not even a minute into the round.
Yeah, they still have all this control in this middle floor. It's if Fens will want to drop, but they probably will try to get one more pick out of this, or wait for a minute 30 to be left on the clock. But the Buck going down isn't your worst loss. Obviously, it doesn't allow them to have the control. And there you go. They drop down. A lot of time being wasted. Open and pick as well. Buck going down. That's probably flashbangs down, or maybe even hard breach loaders down. And so there's only Luke now left on the sole hard breach to try and start this round going down. You can at least get the hatch. I'm surprised he's opening up this lock hatch, but I guess they don't know it's been dropped. But Fens, again, he's able to just keep re-aggressing and taking these gunfights. He's taking Hitman and Rival down. He's the man of the moment. He was able to keep getting kills in the round before, and he's doing it again. But right now, you've got to say, Mike and Luke are still alive, and they were the ones that were able to keep that clutch gene alive in that last round out. And honestly, that's what Oblock have been thriving off. They've been thriving off hero plays this entire game, and can they get another one down?
I mean, how long are you going to be able to rely on hero plays before you really have to, you know, start to lock in? The hero plays are the best, but it's hard to rely on them every single time. And unfortunately, it just, oh my God, it just doesn't seem like it's going to be, it's going to work out in their favor. Time is continuing to take 45 seconds. It is a 3v5. At least they do have the bomb at hand. But, I mean, we got a full roster over here on the defense. And as the time continues to tick, it's going to be a lot easier for the defenders to just basically sit and just hold on. Just wait for everybody to come to them. It seems like they might try and go for this hatch drop because they have no choice. They hear it, and it nearly hitting her from the back. Unfortunately, Luke is going to take one, but get taken down. After a 1v4 now, it's going to be up to Eli to 1v2. Hold on. 40 seconds we got, not 40 seconds, 40 HP we got 15 seconds. He's running. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like he's going to be able to make it. And no, he doesn't. Finished off. The boys on Envy will close out. This was a 3-map BO3. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. And damn, I got to say, the boys on Block absolutely played amazing, but it just, Bank seems to be Envy's strong suit, that's for sure.
I mean, Fens was really the star of those final two rounds. They probably should have won it the round sooner, but it really just came down to Oblock throwing away those man advantages they had in the other two attacking rounds. The open round, they should have won. They threw away a massive advantage that Mike W got them, getting that beautiful 3K, and that's another problem. Mike W was too cold in that early couple rounds, and he warmed up to the later parts, but in the end, it just was too little, too late. But beautiful game from both teams. It came down to the wire.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not every day that we get to see 3 maps. And not only that, but it was definitely close. But you're right. I think that the beginning of Bank was it was shambolic, especially for the boys on O-Block. Although they did end up leaving split at 3-3, there were a lot of rounds that they just got absolutely ran through. It was like they just ran a train right on them. It was absolutely... Honestly, I don't know. It was almost horrible to watch and overwhelming. So that's a little bit disappointing. But regardless, going the full 3 maps is nothing to scoff at all. O-Block did great when they played Border. We're absolutely strong as ever. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't go to OT for this one. However, we did go OT map 1. So that wasn't, too these maps was definitely full of surprises and honestly very exciting.
Obviously, that does set it that Envy get 2 points from this game. O-Block at least get 1 point for their troubles, as obviously they at least took one of the maps. But that
It
is
wasn't
it for
all in
us
vain.
today. Sadly, no other games tonight, but we will have later games throughout next week, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Monday we'll have some games going on. But that's all from us. Thank you for watching, and peace out, guys.
Bye, guys.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Hold on. Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no, I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me